a challenge. You got the Texans, the division favorites here at home in that first segment of the season. Also a very difficult challenge. You got to go to Cincinnati. You got to go to San Francisco. Both those teams certainly expect to be playoff teams. And then we forget, and then you come off of that. Oh, by the way, Seattle comes to town. No slouch. That's not the Panthers. That's wood I'm knocking on. And then you got to play the Rams in London. Bottom line is most of the teams in that opening 7-game stretch, most of them are better than you. Their rosters are better. Their growth is further along. So what a challenge early. And this team needs to find its new identity, its new culture. They need to find it quick, man. All right, we had a big one in the NFL yesterday. A shocker. You never think that the rhetoric leads to this. Micah Parsons traded from the Cowboys inside the conference to the Green Bay Packers. You don't see superstars in their prime traded really hardly ever with, like some Jalen asterisks. When you just absolutely dereliction of duty, I'm not going to play for you, insubordination, middle fingers to all and head out of town, force it out that way. That's not where Micah Parsons' mindset was. But it colored me surprised when I took my first chance to kind of catch up after a busy afternoon. And there it scrolls on the bottom line as I'm settling in for some USF Boise State. Micah Parsons traded to Packers. What? And so now it's the aftermath. The first thing that struck me, and we'll get to Jerry Jones and the impact potentially for both squads, but the first thing that popped in my mind, seems to me when you trade these multiple first-rounders for a player, even a good one, a great one sometimes, it doesn't ever seem like it was worth the picks. And that is not set in stone, and I went back and I kind of reviewed it as best I could. I don't have a timely, up-to-the-minute history of all the times in the NFL where you've dealt a superstar for multiple first-rounders. I know we did it with Jalen, and again, there's such an asterisk on that. It wasn't possible for him to stay here. I think all things considered, they got about the best they could. They just blew the draft picks. I mean, those draft picks could have been CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson. But instead, they were C.J. Henderson and Caleb on Jason. So who knows if the trade could have worked out? I certainly know it could have worked out better for the Jaguars. That's for doggone sure. But it didn't. And so that was a waste of a trade and draft picks. There have been more recently where like the Bears traded for Khalil Mack, gave up a bunch of first-rounders. The Raiders, I think maybe turned one of them into Josh Jacobs, but wasted the rest. The Texans gave up all those first-rounders to get Laramie Tunsil. I'd say the Dolphins ultimately won that because they flipped a bunch of the picks that they got, and Tyreek Hill ultimately became a part of the piece. But by the way, I mentioned a bunch of teams that haven't even sniffed contending for the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys and Packers are in a little different situation. They're both playoff contenders, or at least positioned as playoff contenders as the season starts. So we'll see how it plays out. Now on to the Jerry Jones effect. Listen, I can tell you this being midstream. I'm like halfway between a lot of y'all and Jerry Jones. And let me tell you what a natural part of the aging process. ET, you can go ahead and take note of this.
All right.
This happens to everybody. This isn't going senile. This isn't going crazy. This is just how it works. You can ask anybody who's older than you. And that's this. And it can be dangerous if you're, in this case, running a football operation. Some cases, you got to let the past be the past, move on, and not correlate things, and particularly don't correlate them like this, okay? Here's the point I'm making. When you're Jerry Jones' age, 80-something, okay, 30 years ago feels like 10 years ago. Doesn't feel 30 years ago. But when Jerry Jones sits there and talks about how a trade like this benefited the Cowboys with Herschel Walker, you just slap your forehead. Not that the trade, and they got a decent return for Micah Parsons. They did. They got 2 first-rounders. They got a defensive lineman, a former first-round pick. I still say Packers won the deal. I still say the Cowboys are dumb for dealing Micah Parsons. But when Jerry Jones accurately points out, look, we've had Micah for 4 years. I love Micah. We haven't won squat. The idea for the Cowboys, and perhaps misjudged, is to get better moving forward. How many more seasons does Jerry Jones even have? But I think he gets clouded a little bit. The Dallas Cowboys have not been to an NFC championship game, a conference championship game, and we've said this a bunch, since 1996. Jerry Jones was in his 50s. You can't base your NFL decisions in 2024 based on ones you pulled off in 1990. So Jones definitely had a few missteps along the way. Coming to a deal with Micah and not involving the agent, all that did was break down the trust. It's just not how you do business, even if it wasn't meant to be malicious, just trying to get this thing done. And so the Cowboys are left holding a bag that includes 2 first-rounders, and Kenny Clark is at the defensive lineman they got. So, look, as for Green Bay, I applaud it. They have been aggressive. They're a team that is close. The NFC is very gettable, right? The AFC, you got a much different challenge with great teams and great quarterbacks trying to win that conference, our conference. Over in the NFC, man, it seems to be year to year, doesn't it? And so the Pack, listen, and also there's this, couple of sidebars. Last time the Packers traded first rounders for an edge rusher in his prime from an NFC East squad, it was the Minister of Defense. It was Reggie White. That worked out pretty good for Green Bay. I have a feeling that Micah Parsons is going to go to Green Bay, and we're going to look back on this one and say, dadgum, Dallas. I bet you Micah Parsons stays healthy this year, E.T. Playing in that division that's going to throw the ball. I mean, there's 6 games throwing against Ben Johnson's passing attack, Jared Goff and the Lions, Vikings, and Justin Jefferson, Addison, now Thielen. They're certainly going to be throwing it around even with an unproven quarterback. Yeah, Micah Parsons is fixing to go get about 18 sacks, E.T. Feels like that's about to happen. Got a huge deal. What did it average? 40-something, 44 million maybe a year? Whoa, what's Trayvon Walker going to be asking for next year? And Trayvon Walker ain't Micah Parsons. Don't get it twisted. That ain't what I'm saying.
You better sign him now.
Yeah, man, if you want to keep him, right? And these were a couple of edge rushers that if you wanted to change the direction of your franchise on the fly with Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons, you could have done it, right? Proof is there with Parsons. He was there, all for the right package. I would not suggest the Jags haven't already traded next year's first rounder for Travis Hunter, that they would be in the market for Micah Parsons at that price tag. Now, if you're dealing them, a more valuable piece here, but that would defeat the purpose of making the deal to begin with. So, anyway, not everything has to be Jaguar shaded, huh? Mentioned yesterday that the Gator football schedule sets up a lot nicer this year than it has the past couple of years, the first 3 under Napier, in that he doesn't have that marquee, nationally ranked opening day opponent, and Florida will slide ever so easily into the season against LIU on Saturday night. And then, before going to LSU 2 weeks later, the schedule ramps up with a little more difficult opponent. Check that. A lot more difficult opponent in South Florida. USF hosted Boise last night. Boise State's ranked 21st in the country. Boise jumped out to the lead, in fact. Scored 7 in the first quarter. I think it was 7-3 after 1. And South Florida proceeded to put about 31 straight on the board. And so USF, who comes to Gainesville next week from Saturday, day before the Jags opener, USF will come to town, and it's not quite not that it looked like a cupcake, and Florida's not established itself to consider anyone as such, but South Florida 34-7 over 25th ranked Boise State does at least raise an eyebrow. You know, that game turned ET on a familiar name.
Right.
Is Lachlan Hewitt? That's his name?
Yep.
A quarterback for St. Augustine. Didn't we have him through here as part of the Lockett Law, maybe? Or
I feel like we had him just last year.
Yeah, right. Or he was injured and we had his backup that came in with the St. Augustine crew.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we've had Lachlan on at some point. They run together. We've had a lot of really, really good guests on that high school spot. We're kind of the junior players of interviews when it comes to some of those guys and gals that we've talked to. It would be fun to make a little list here. Maybe we'll do it next summer when it's more of a downtime and really rack our brains and come up with the list of the elites of those that have joined us here on that Lockett Law High School Spotlight. And we continue to do that throughout the academic year. And you can look forward to that on Tuesdays.
But that was his first collegiate pass?
Yeah, so here's the deal, though. They sit him in. They stuck him in as the punter.
Right, they snuck him.
Yeah, so they snuck Lachlan Hewitt, St. Aug grad. He's at USF. They snuck him in as a punter, and shame on Boise for not catching it.
I mean, but that was a little sneaky move because first game of the season.
Yeah, it's a great move. Great coaching. Oh yeah, I love the move, man. It's a great move. But it was great. I think it was either 7-3. They were down, or they were
7-10.
Okay, it was 10-7. They were up 3, and the ball's about midfield, and they send the punt team on only. That's not the punter, that's Hewitt. And he hooks up on a long pass play on the fake punt. That led to a touchdown. The floodgates open. And South Florida, who comes to Gainesville next week, opens their season impressively at Raymond James. 34-7 was the final there. All right, let's come back. Let's talk to Captain Kev. We'll take you inside Jag Camp. Let's hear from Liam Cohen, Trevor Lawrence, and others. We got the Friday 5-pack today. We'll take our first endeavor into predicting the weekend's action. Edward Waters College opens their football season this weekend, so we're going to have their coach on. And is it Morehouse they play, ET? Do you know, top of your head?
Off the top of my head.
Yeah, I want to say it's Morehouse, but I don't want to speak out of turn. Anywho, there is college football here in town a lot of weeks this fall, and we'll introduce you to this year's EWC squad. I mentioned the Football Whisperer, the Friday 5-pack, all sorts of good stuff, and we are so happy to be up and rolling into this Football Friday. It's brought to you by GFL, that's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs. Captain Kev and some Jags. Next.
You want to know more about your favorite football team.
That's right.
And John Osher delivers because O knows. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views on 1010XL.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand-new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
Looking for summer fun the whole family can enjoy? Check out Wick, a candle bar. Make your own custom candles and body care products in store at Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hurricane season on the First Coast can leave you in the dark, so why not get a head start on storm season with a home generator system from American Electrical? They've sold and installed more generators in Jacksonville than any other company around, with scores of whole home generator installations throughout North Florida. That's right, American Electrical has been installing and repairing thousands of generators for over a decade in Duval. Keep your loved ones and property protected. Log on to American-Electrical.com and see how they can help you.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Jacksonville.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to I-9 Sports with fall and winter registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. I9sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Good morning, Googans. It's your main man E.T. here for Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days, and it's bolder fight nights, too. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in a clutch? Every day, from lunch to late at night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Hit a home run for happy hour, and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more. And when you go, make sure you tell them your boy sent you.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Captain Kevin Favor's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, it's GFL Friday. Fish on. Let's bring in the man, the myth, the expert. St. Aug's Swamp Dog's what he is. He's Captain Kevin Favor. Good morning, Kev.
Yeah,
Kev,
I wish I was the expert. It doesn't seem like it lately, that's for sure.
Well, you know, that's fishing, man.
Is fishing.
Do I need to throw the oldest cliche in the book? That's why it's not called catching. It's called fishing.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
and you know what I always tell people? That didn't make me feel any better.
No, I hear you. That's fair. If you had to put the over-under, going way back to a little Kevin Favor was just a little freckled, cut-off jean short, wearing no shirt, skinny little runt. How many times you've waded into those salty marshes of St. Augustine in search of fish in your life? Knee deep.
How many times?
Over-under. Lifetime.
Oh, my gosh. 500?
See there? 500. My man is up to his knees, jean shorts, cut off a little too long. Yeah, I see it, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, I know a redneck when I see one, Kev. Come on, baby. Come on, man. Who you talking to?
Most of the time barefooted.
Absolutely, man. Is there any other way?
Yeah.
I got a picture. I saw this, I say recently. But we grew up in Middle Tennessee, and my grandparents lived in Quincy, so when we would come down for the summer, and they would, do what good parents do, dump you off there and get a peace and quiet especially with me running around the house for a few months. But my grandfather would take me fishing, right? And we would go fish. Yeah. I've told you this before, in the Apalachicola River, we would fish with, catawba worms or mussels or something, but channel fish for just big old, boring if you're a kid, by the way. But when you caught a fish, you caught a big fish, a big carp, a big cat. And I saw a picture the other day. I must have been about 10. And I had this catfish by the gills, and I was using everything I could to hold him up to about my waist, and his tail was still curved on the ground.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
I have that same picture.
Yeah.
of a mudfish.
Okay.
And
big old ugly thing.
Dude, nasty. I mean, what?
Yeah.
And I had it on the. I brought it back to the house on my handlebars of my bike. So I slid the gills down the handlebars.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Probably got baseball cards between those spokes.
That's great. Great memories.
Yeah, good
absolutely,
stuff. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, the one thing I can tell you is the weather's been pretty.
Yeah. What's going on with the fishing? What's the issue?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, seriously, this will blow you away. I mean, this is my time of year when I'm very busy and everybody wants to go tarpon fishing, and I want to go tarpon fishing, and I have not caught one this week. I mean, I've just not only have I not caught one, Jeff, I've seen very few. I mean, we had that storm last week, which set up perfect to get the mullet running, and as well as I do, when the mullets start, coming down the beach, I mean, the tarpon start feeding on them, and then the tarpon come in the inlets to get away from the tarpon. Well, the tarpon come in there to feed on them, and the sharks and the jacks, and I mean, it's just melee this time of year. It's just, and there's nothing. It is dead.
And then it makes you wonder: did they leave? Or are they just not feeding?
That's every question in my mind. I mean, I literally sat with my wife yesterday evening, and I'm like, I've got a 4-boat charter today, and I'm just going through my head, where in the hell am I going to go just to find something to catch? There's some redfish around, Jeff. If folks are fishing this weekend, they want to fish the bridges. I know that they've Catch It Wingo's had some really good tarpon days out of Bayport. So there's definitely some fish around to be caught. But yes, if I was going this weekend, I thought, you know what, I want to do something. I would fish the bridges. And here's the deal: there hasn't been a whole lot of fish on the jetties. I've heard that there's some fish there late in the evening on that outgoing tide, but we have been fishing an incoming tide all week. So that's what we've had to deal with. But usually that's a really good tarpon tide.
Yeah.
And then now the other thing is, looking at the forecast, it's going to be beautiful this weekend. But we actually have a cold front coming through.
Yes.
On Monday. Yes, I know. And it's going to blow northeast, and it's going to be our first nor'easter of the year. So the only thing we're going to have to deal with is a lot of rain. I mean, it's like 70% chance of rain on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But
all right,
that's life this time of year.
I want to circle back to something you said, because you say things that we just, boom, we know you say it so often. But for those that are listening or just starting, like when you say to find reds, fish the bridges. Tell people the pilings, what are what bait, what method, what target.
That's a great question. So this time of the year, I mean, I fish a lot of live mullet, and most of them are, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches. But a lot of guys love to fish with cut crab. They'll buy blue crabs at the bait shops, cut them in quarters, and it's, to me, the one reason I don't do it very much is because it's boring. I mean, you pull up to a piling at a bridge, obviously up current, and you anchor up and you throw a 6-ounce weight towards the piling, and it goes to the bottom, and you put it in the rod holder until you get a bite.
Yeah. That's good. You know what we call that? We call that beer drinking fishing, Kev. That's what we do.
Totally beer drinking fishing.
You got weights and fish.
And that's exactly what it is. I mean, you sit and wait, and by the way, it's very productive.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll catch 4 or 5, and sometimes, one of them will be over 40 inches.
And when you say bridges, you mean just about any bridge on the first coast?
Seriously, any bridge.
Yeah.
I mean,
all the way down to
all of them.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Nassau Sound.
Yeah, down through Green Cove, all that. Yeah. Shands Bridge. Would you catch redfish that far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's probably what I told you that one day we were just messing around. We were going down to Outback. I hadn't been there since they reopened, and we stopped. We didn't have much bait. We had like one cast, and we stopped at the bridge at the Shands, around the pilings, and got broke off. But
Yep. And I've actually had some very good reports from the buckman.
Okay.
So
All right, cool.
you can fish all of those right now.
Yeah. So just like last week, probably better if you're fishing inshore than anywhere else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I talked to all of my charter guides yesterday. A couple of them went offshore. They caught nothing. I mean, they caught a couple little tiny red snapper. That was it.
All right, I got a couple of things here on the text line. I love this.
Okay.
They're feeling for you, Kev. I have people giving you suggestions where to find the
Good.
fish.
I like
Okay?
it. Please
all right,
give it to me.
And some are just stories. One guy here on the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Me and a buddy at Nassau Sound a few weeks ago saw at least 5 to 6 foot tarpon. Tell Kev to hit Salt Run. There were about 1 million reds in there, crushing mullet yesterday. So where is Salt Run?
And it's funny. I did have a report from Salt Run yesterday.
Yeah, is that
from
south?
From a crabber who saw some tarpon in Salt Run yesterday.
Okay,
So
that's south, isn't it? Where is that? Like 312 Bridge? Is that Salt Run? Where's Salt Run?
Oh no, Salt Run is the conch house.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
right
not
there.
far at all. Okay.
Yep.
All right. One last thing since I got you.
Sure.
I am so late to this. It's just unbelievable. But I'm a boring person, Kevin, and I too, like you, are a born-again redneck. And so when I get up on Saturday morning at an ungodly hour, I often put fishing on. It's nice and relaxing. I'm catching up, doing whatever else I need to do. So I watch all these bass fishing tours and all this stuff. And, and I see them using their trolling motor and, looking down at stuff. And I did not realize how far technology has gone. I don't like it, Kev. This isn't fishing. These dudes on these tours, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going in their bass boat. They're pulling into a little cove that's got docks. They've got technology underneath that's it's panning.
They never look up.
And it's panning back and forth, and then they see the blip, and they drive over to the dock that it's at, and they throw to it.
It's unbelievable.
I don't like that.
No, I can't even believe that. Again, technology is technology, okay, but there's got to be a limit on that kind of stuff. But I have friends who are charter captains that have all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Jeff, they pull up to a spot, they put down their live scope, their side scan, and they sit there for 5 or 6 minutes, never break out a rod. And they're like, nope, they're not here, guys. We got to go.
Yeah.
And they blister the fish.
I'm fine with a charter captain. That sounds like a great piece of technology. But if you're the highest level of professional fishing, dude, it seemed. And by the way, it's contrary. That's not what fishing is. Fishing is finding the fish without something showing it to you.
I'm totally with you. And by the way, I can't even use that stuff. I mean, I look at like my buddy Leon Danas. I look at his dash. And he's got on a 22-foot on a 22-foot bay boat. He's got 2 20-inch screens.
Yeah, you're right. I'm fine with my charter captain having it, but
I have a 9-inch.
Yes, you do. I've been there.
That's it. That's all I have.
That's old school, man. That's all. That's a guy that's got a mudfish flopping on the ground in an old photo.
Yes, on the spike.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't take a picture of a mudfish, Kev.
Oh, I got it, buddy. I still got it proud.
All right, my brother. Hey, listen, shoot me a text midweek next week about the bait bet. I always forget to.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What a choke.
No problem.
Yeah, three turning win streak and big mouth ears buying. So, all right. Have a good weekend, my brother. Stay dry, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
There he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor giving us the best in the business. And I've gone long talking fishing this morning, ET. So let's come back. Jag Camp. Bunch of it next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Brunell under center. He'll take the snap and drop back to throw. Pressure coming. He's jumping out to the near side. Pump action, cuts across the 50. Breaks a tackle at the 45. He's at the 40. Mark Brunell running to the far sideline. Turns the corner. 35-30. Down to the 25. An inside move. Leaping for the 21. Mark Brunell with a masterful run.
Home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
At Keon Atlantic, the savings are back in session. You'll just need to follow these simple rules to make the most of your back to school. Step 1, switch out your car for an upgrade. Step 2, drive a new Kia starting at $20K. Step 3, make no payments for a whole 90 days. Hurry in to start back to school in a big way. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is the diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yeah, we'll see if the money talks for the first edition of the Friday 5-Pack. That gets started today. Got college football tonight. Georgia Tech, Colorado, that's tonight. Is that Baylor Auburn game? Is that tonight too? I can't keep up with them. They did a great job, which is good because they did a great job spreading them around. You know, don't put them all on Saturday. Give us a little Thursday. We had a couple yesterday, and then give us some Fridays, and we'll have a couple more of those tonight. I say a couple that involve, brand name teams. Auburn Baylor tonight on Fox. That's a good one, 8 o'clock. Georgia Tech Colorado, 8 o'clock on ESPN. I'm going down to the Shrimp game tonight for catch first 4 or 5 innings, probably. little night out and get home just in time, probably in first quarter for those games, and ride that into the late night and up tomorrow with noon kickoffs. Man, I'm excited.
You throwing out a pitch? Or you just going out?
No, just going down. I'm actually doing something with and for Chad and Sandy and a group they've got in a box down there. So we'll be hanging out with, putting the handshakes and smilesy. That's what we're doing
sweet
tonight.
life.
Well, I see what you did there. ITE. Also excited about the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are excited about the Jaguars. And one thing was for sure, through all of the transition, it was noted by all levels of the franchise that they just needed a better culture. Culture gets used so much it almost becomes cliche, and culture can often be directly tied and associated to your success, right? A great culture, 5 wins, who cares? 12 wins, so-so culture, sign me up. But if you've got a lot of things to fix and culture keeps coming up, it's worth kind of getting a status report. Here's the guy that needs to be king of the culture. He's a quarterback going to his 5th year. Maybe you've heard of him. Trevor Lawrence, on just how a culture gets changed.
Obviously, the energy that Coach Cohen's brought in and the whole staff, the coaching, the just level of detail, all the things that they've done up until this point has been awesome. And they brought a lot of energy every day and coached us hard. And the expectations have been really high, which has been good for our team. I think we've grown a lot. But ultimately, it has to be from the players. Until you really own it from a player standpoint and push each other, that's really where the difference is. And I think we've taken some big steps in that. We have some more work to do, but I really like even the new guys we brought in from different places, just like Hainsey, Jordan Lewis, just to name a couple, Eric Murray, a bunch of other guys could be named too. But those guys, we brought in good players, really good players, but really good leaders too that handle their business the right way.
Oh, that's clear that they're trying to do that. You got to find that combination. You need great leaders who also have great talent. Key word and a buzzword in Trevor's answer, you might say was the word, I think he said grown, but whether it's growth, growing, grew, Trevor needs to grow his skill set, his impact on the game, and was asked just where he feels most confident that growth has shown up here in the preseason.
I think just there's a lot of things with my footwork that I wanted to work on. I've seen some growth with that. That's still something, like I've said since the beginning, you got to continue to work every day. That's a big part of it. I think just my eyes, progressions, really mastering the offense as far as all the checks, all the protection changes. I really like the growth that we've honestly had since the spring, and not just myself, but the group, because it takes all 11 of us. It's the group up front, it's me, it's the back, especially in protections. If I know it but I can't communicate, it doesn't do any good. So all of us working together have taken some big steps.
Well, it helps when you look out to your left and right and you see, this super rookie Travis Hunter on one side, and more importantly, Brian Thomas Jr. Who knows what the future is going to hold for this guy. If Trevor does become what Trevor needs to become, Brian Thomas Jr. will very quickly find himself up in that Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb category, because the success is going to include volume passing in the Cohen office. That's for sure, just like what Baker Mayfield did a year ago. Look at the pace that Chris Godwin was on last year before he got hurt. Run is important, and that's going to be the foundation. But they're going to whip the ball around, and having Brian Thomas Jr. certainly helps. BTJ, going into year 2, ask about the coaching change and the scheme that comes along.
Just being able to move around a little bit more, being able to hopefully do more routes, play inside, outside, so the defense can't just scheme you up because you're playing just outside and stuff like that. So just being able to do a little bit more, and having Travis and Diami, the backs, tight ends, we got everybody. Just having everybody out there, and just defense just not being able to lock in on one person. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing.
All right. Meanwhile, head coach, the work is done. The target is in sight. They will open next Sunday against the Panthers here at home.
You feel solid about it. We've talked about this a few times. It's always being evaluated, and the way that you're continuing to find ways to create an edge or fill a hole or upgrade. I mean, those things do occur throughout, but proud of the guys that made it for sure, and really happy to have some of the guys on practice squad that we were able to keep, because we all know that show team is such a huge important part of this thing. So pleased with it. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and not much time to do it, but, commenting on that roster that, at least this initial one, that they'll take into the season, again, just a week from Sunday, the official regular season opener for the Jaguars, and less than a week now away from the NFL kickoff Thursday night. It will be Eagles and Cowboys, and man, what a huge one in the NFL yesterday. You don't get trades like this very often. Micah Parsons on the move. That will lead off the football fix when we return next on a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Adrian Hauser on the mound today for the Braves. $1.44 road favorite of the Nationals plus 118. 9 over at Nationals Park. Ranger Suarez for the Phillies, $1.82 favorite against the Braves, and Bryce Elder plus 149. 9 under the total. Phillies pounded the Braves yesterday 19-4. Alabama bet up to a 14-point favorite against Florida State at Doak Campbell Stadium tomorrow, 49.5 the total. Florida Gators open up with Long Island University at the Swamp tomorrow. They're a 45.5-point favorite over the Sharks. And South Florida, as a 4.5-point dog, beat Boise State last night 34-7.
I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
If your house feels like a Florida swamp and your thermostat's just throwing out suggestions, then it's time to call Duck Duck Air Conditioning.
They showed up fast, fixed it right, and even cleaned up after. My house is finally chilled, and so am I.
Whether your AC needs a quick fix, a full replacement, or just a little TLC, Duck Duck Air Conditioning has got you covered with fast and honest service. Call 904-862-6769 to get your cool back, or online at duckduckac.com. When your AC is stuck, call the Duck.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Michael Nickus in Jacksonville at 904-777-6888.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Frank Franzi, and I just got back from the farm at Okefenokee. Man, it's incredible. Just an hour north of Jacksonville and Folkestone. I was so impressed. It's about connecting with nature, with food, with community. And now you can own your very own handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm. Everything you need is there. You'll hardly need to go grocery shopping. Learn more about all of it at okefarm.com. That's OKEfarm.com, the farm at Okefenokee.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the Southeast to offer multi-unit hair grafting and the 45-minute PRP treatments. Grow your hair back. Call now for a free in-person evaluation. 904-777-IHRS, 904-777-4477, or visit hairforme.com.
Hey gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, then you need dip, and if you need dip? Let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, slow your roll. It's time for Jeff's Gator Growl. Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
All right, as you well know, the Florida Gators will kick off the 2025 football season tomorrow night. Of course, you hear every Gator game here on 1010XL, the flagship station of the Florida Gator Radio Network. Look, we talked to Chris Doring on Tuesday. We have the Riley Report on Thursday, and we've covered the Florida game to a degree there. There's nothing like personnel-wise to get in here. This is basically, this is kind of like a marker game. You can't take too much out of any great performances you see. You can take some, I think, concern out of some of the lesser. That's not a danger. That's the reality of a game like this. Anytime you're supposed to do something, if you don't do exactly what you're supposed to do all the way around, you can quibble with what was supposed to happen that didn't. I don't think there'll be a lot of this with LIU. This is a pretty targeted, focused Florida team. I think very anxious to prove how good they are. But that's not necessarily the focus of this morning's Gator Growl. Got to get through week one. Week two, South Florida will come to the Swamp. And according to what they showed last night, it won't be a layup. South Florida opened their season last night at home against Boise State. Boise State ranked the number 25 team in the country, and South Florida put it on them. 34-7 was the final. Boise led 7-0 after one, didn't score again. I think I saw it's the first time since the 90s that Boise didn't score a point in the final three quarters of a football game.
Wow.
There's a lot of parallels, aren't there, between Boise State football and Gonzaga basketball. Super, super similar. Even, Mark Few and Chris Peterson all those years, they're right on the cusp. They've come close. They've had outstanding years. They haven't won at all. Mid-majors trying to latch on. It's like Gonzaga basketball, Boise football, very similar to me. Gonzaga basketball didn't lose games by 27 points. Boise football did last night. But, again, because it's the Gator Growl, that's the next up on the opponent. So the ramp up got a little rampier, I think, with the way South Florida played last night. All right, fire up the bandy. We got a football fix, and we got a Whopper. And I said I tried to research all of the instances in NFL history where multiple first-round picks were dealt to find out who was winning these deals. At the end of the day, I'm counting more here on fans on the text line who have teams that dealt multiple firsts and whether they won it one way or the other. So I'm getting some examples on both sides. Let's just use for one example what we did here in Jacksonville. Jalen forced their hand. They got 2 first-rounders for him, and it wasn't a bad haul if they drafted the right guys. That's the other part of the equation I think people leave out. Green Bay, maybe I haven't, if you don't know, Micah Parsons traded yesterday the Green Bay Packers, 2 first-rounders and a D lineman. Man, to be a Dallas fan, if there are any 26-year-old Texas Rangers stars, head on a swivel. Because 26-year-old superstars in Texas, it's been a news-making year, hadn't it? First, Luka gets dealt by the Mavs, and now Micah Parsons by the Cowboys. This trade not near as bad as the Luka trade. But it depends on what Dallas does with those picks. So, here's the other layer. It's not just you're getting the 2 first-round picks, but there's also the unknown on whether you're going to pick the right guy. You had the right guy in Micah Parsons. That's the one thing about the player over the potential. Now, in some cases, you turn those picks into all-pro players. Guys that have been utilized in those trades include, I think, Justin Jefferson was part of a Vikings trade that brought back a first-rounder. Tyreek Hill ended up being part of the Dolphins' first-round package that they got from the Houston Texans. And then there's been many more, like Khalil Mack for multiple first-rounders from the Raiders, and no one won. And by the way, there are very few of these instances either way, with the team dealing the first-rounders or the team getting the talent in return. Very few of these cases resulted in Super Bowls. And if you're going to keep an eye on the Jaguars and their future with the knowledge that there's a Rams influence, the Rams have done it a couple of times, right? Multiple first-rounders for Matthew Stafford, multiple first-rounders for Jalen Ramsey, and those two helped combine to win a Super Bowl. We'll keep our eyes open. But Micah Parsons traded to the Packers. He gets a record contract, over $44 million to pay an edge rusher. Here's another thing to consider. These numbers are getting so outrageous, and fans are like, how can you pay this? Or that's too much to pay for that. I will say this. That cap just continues to go boom, 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 boom. You see the franchise values. The cap is going to rise to similar ratios. So rather than the $44 million that at one time would have been half of a salary cap, probably best to start measuring these contracts, ET, in the percentage of the cap that they take up.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what $44 million means to the Packers.
Right,
I don't know what their salary cap situation. The cap is way over $200 million now, isn't it? Maybe more than that. I stopped keeping up with that thing when salary cap issues went away because it feels like they've gone away. I mean, you have these cap casualties, sure, over the course of a year with this veteran or that, but just bottom line, we can't afford this guy. Doesn't happen as much. Jerry Jones is, his brain is still in the 1990s. He's referencing Herschel Walker trades, it wasn't 10 years ago, Jerry. The Cowboys haven't been in a conference championship game since 1996. Oof. No bueno. There's a report out of Indianapolis, ET, and I don't understand why this is reported. I'm not going to report it. But, do you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, it's about their owner who passed.
Okay. Oh, I heard something.
I mean, and then you're going to get into what personal demons he battled.
Yeah.
Shut up. I don't understand why that's anyone's business. Am I wrong?
Oh, you're not.
So basically there's a report out now, and they're talking about, the personal side of the battles that Jim Irsay fought for a lot of years.
Yeah, his lifestyle.
Yeah, but there's also a Jim Irsay that will pass out $100 bills to the hotel staff on the road. The Jim Irsay, that there's tons of stories up around Colts camp. So certainly it's kind of a tortured soul, certainly, so to speak. Diving into the personal stuff after the man's already in the ground, I don't know what purpose that serves per se. Packers, Jordan Love's dealing with thumb injury. Says he's okay playing with a repaired thumb. Well, that's good because the thumb's repaired and you don't have to play. The Jets GM is hoping that Justin Fields can follow the Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold path. Guys who it took them a while to find themselves, but have, played at an all-star level. Yeah, here's the problem, Jets GM. Darnold, the heart of his path was there with your sad sack franchise. It didn't manifest there for sure. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's a GFL Friday. It's a Football Friday. We're back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Take the straightaway at 200 miles an hour.
I've been watching lap times.
Sunday at Darlington.
It's starting to close that gap a little bit.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 and 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
To get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce and tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss.
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
21 locations in the area. Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Come celebrate kickoff of college football with the Frangie Show. Friday from 4 to 6, we'll be at the Pour Tap Room in downtown at Laura and Forsyth. You could win Florida-Tennessee tickets. Friday, 4 to 6 at Pour Tap Room downtown.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coatings, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. The newest Jag wide receiver Tim Patrick brings toughness, experience, and what General Manager James Gladstone calls intangible rich qualities. Florida College Football Division I program got off to a good start. South Florida defeated ranked Boise State on Thursday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking
You know it!
Friday,
Sweet Friday!
Little emotion, please, G.
Partying.
Hey!
Ho!
Hey! Ho!
Ho, 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 ho.
Take it Friday!
Ho, 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 ho.
She's cruising.
She's sliding.
Friday, put out that smoke. Stop it. What are we doing, E?
Front seat.
Kicking.
Back seat.
You know what, E?
What's up?
You know what?
Talk to me.
One more time!
Let's go!
Get excited.
Woo! Let's go!
Kill him with the shoulders.
Oh. Good to be here on a Football Friday, and it is a true Football Friday. Next week is going to be even crazier. Next week we'll be talking about an NFL game. Next week we'll be talking about the Jags playing the Carolina Panthers, but we are chock full of football right now.
Off to a good start.
And, you watch those games last night, and I sit there and I watch Big Pink play Nebraska, and then it's just same old team, man, just fighting with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati threw the game away. Why are you throwing a bomb? Did you watch the end? Were you watching the end? Yeah, they have a chance. 2017, they take over it was great pump by Nebraska. Cincinnati's got no timeouts. They take over with like 1:50.
Cincinnati's an okay program,
Yeah.
but Nebraska, you got 70,000 people there, man. And
It was in Kansas City.
You got to
It was all Nebraska.
steamroll them, man.
But the bottom line is Cincinnati took it from there. They drove down to the Nebraska like they were between the 40 and 45-yard line, still with 40 seconds to go.
They threw it up.
And they threw a bomb.
Yeah.
And at the goal line, and Nebraska escaped. You're right about Nebraska. It just doesn't matter who it is, who they bring in. I guess the days, once they ended the,
it's the danger. It's the danger that you watch your program, you think you could never, and Florida's done it, and you fall into that abyss. We watched Tennessee do it for a while. I mean, FSU's struggling with it now, man. You don't think your program could, and there's a finer line. We've said this for a lot of years. There's a finer line between winning and losing than you think. It's not as easy as it looks. That's why sometimes if you got a coach who's going 9-3 and you're like, rid of him, I can't win the big one. Well, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. So anyway, it's just there to me an example, and because I like Nebraska, I think great fans, man. They should be good. They should.
They're the Cowboys of college football. It's been about that long.
Yeah.
They in Dallas left the scene in the mid '90s, and as real contenders.
And in the '90s, they were
steamroller.
We watched them just destroy.
I got to think that maybe it's decreased roster size. Maybe it's the supplements and the corn that Nebraska used back in the day. I don't know, but back in the day, Nebraska would look like the WWE was playing offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Just big, brawling dudes.
You say back in the day, how
in the 80s, 90s.
I remember early
90s. Early 80s is when it started. I'm probably Nebraska's been a great program for a lot of years.
Yeah.
But for me, it was kind of that early 80s is when they really caught my, Dean Steinkooler, wasn't that his name, Hick? The offensive lineman. And
when was
Mike Rozier? Miami beat them in the Orange Bowl to win the Natty. That's what kicked off Miami's run.
When was Tommy Frazier? Early 90s?
Mid-90s.
Mid-90s, all right.
Beat our butt, bro.
Still running. That was the joke for about a month.
Tommy Frazier.
That was an embarrassing effort that night. That was a long. It was the opposite of Ohio State. Didn't we start with a lead in that game?
Yeah, it was like 6-0. Then it was 35-6 at the half.
Oh, yeah, Zach saying that Ohio State.
Quarter. I don't know.
Lawrence Phillips had like one of those beast mode runs.
Oh, he was a bad boy.
Dragged half the team, pushed them.
Was that Lawrence or Tommy? I think that was Tommy.
Both of them had one, but you might be right. The one that I'm thinking of, maybe that was Tommy.
Yeah, I think it was Tommy.
Yeah, that's believable.
But it was
on brand.
Yeah, they outclassed us that night. We came back and won the Natty the next year. So it all ended up.
Had to beat a familiar opponent to do it. I still wasn't ready for that big, grainy football that Nebraska played. I didn't want any more of that for a while.
No.
It's not like sometimes you lose a game and you can lose bad. You're like, I wish I had another piece of them. Not that one. I've seen enough of Big Red for last me for a while. Florida probably hadn't played Nebraska since then, have they? I don't think they have.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That was CD's last game too, right? Chris Doring.
Yeah.
The Nebraska game.
Yep.
So it was, But college football's back, and you watch these games, and you don't, you want to, it's like when we watch the Gators tomorrow, you need to put a number, you need to beat them.
Yeah. 55 to 10. Yeah.
And then you need to, and then if you're FSU, if you, honestly, this is a sad thing to say, but if you hang around, that's a good thing.
It's hard to
if you get beat,
accept that, but
but it's at this point. But
if you're not an FSU fan, that would I don't know.
If you're an FSU fan, in your mind, you conjure up ways that you could actually win the game.
Sure,
because you're an FSU fan. I get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But at the end, if you're competitive, if you trade punches, if you show something, you walk away from that game feeling okay, even if you're 0-1.
Yeah. Well, the schedule.
Generally, you don't ever feel good about 0-1 in college football.
You don't.
In this case, you would.
Look, it's super rare to go from 13-1 to 2-10. Don't get me wrong, but you do not typically go. It's easier to go 13-1, 2-10 than it is 2-10, 10-2.
Yeah,
and their schedule will allow them to go 8-4 if they win the games they're supposed to. The problem with 2-10 last year, Dan, it's not the loss to Florida, it's not the loss to in the big games. It's losing to all the slappies on your schedule.
And USF, they'll be in the top 25, so there'll be another top 25 team. This is the danger of. I always say, the schedule, you got to let the schedule play out. USF's a good team. They play Florida and Miami in the next 2 weeks. So are they as good as Florida and Miami? No. Can they beat them? Well, we're going to find out. By the way, Lachlan Hewitt, St. Augustine High School. Fake punt, goes in, sneak him in, and he throws a touchdown.
Good call
right
by the
there.
coach.
Great call.
That's bad coaching by Boise, man. You got to recognize.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he did get in.
Yeah. So
I should have caught him there.
Lachlan threw in a former Lockett-Law High School.
Yeah.
I feel like he was just here last year.
Yeah.
Is it too early to be worried if you're a UCF fan? They didn't lose last night.
That's another one. That's what I mean, though. The first game, you're making all these.
Well, Scott Frost back. That's why it jumps out to me.
But you're like, good gosh, more. Jacksonville State 17-10. We had to score late. I mean,
twice. Yeah, they were down 14. They were down 10-3 in the fourth, and they scored twice in the last 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. So again, a win's a win. But if you're a Big 12 team playing Jacksonville State at home,
right?
A late score to win. I mean, that's like Jacksonville
good.
State going to Tallahassee and either beating them or playing close that year. It's alarming. So anyway, but 1-0 is the bottom line for UCF.
Yes and no. College ball 1-0 is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Right? Now you're realizing that, okay, I don't know if we're going to have a great year.
Well, if you're UCF, a great year is going to a bowl. Let's be honest. That's still going to be the high point for most programs. Just get to a bowl.
Yeah.
Have a winning year. And most of the time, your fans will enjoy their tailgates and their Saturdays and have a winning program. That's enough for most. In fact, it's almost liberating and fun to be in that group.
Big trade in the NFL yesterday, obviously. Hard to say. Kind of see both sides of it. Not like if I'm Green Bay, I'm elated. It's like, but we got to go win now. We got to win the next couple years. If you're Dallas,
got to use the draft picks right. If you use them right, then maybe it'll be okay. Maybe.
Well, I saw in one article where 3 guys get the 50% of your cap doesn't generally lead to success.
And that's what I was mentioning.
It doesn't generally lead to success. And it puts and you start thinking about these 3 guys. These 3 guys, who are your 3 guys? And, we have, I guess, I don't know, who are our top 3 paid players?
Here?
Trevor, Hines Allen, and Tyson, maybe?
Probably.
I mean, that's not, they got to be better. Those guys got to be better when you apply it to the Jaguars. But Cowboys said, look, they had some good numbers last year on defense, but they didn't have great numbers. Are they capable? Maybe they sat back. Maybe Jerry Jones was pragmatic. I doubt it. It was probably more Jerry Jones. This agent told me to stick it up my A, so I'm getting rid of this guy. I don't care. That's probably what Jerry Jones did. But maybe he was pragmatic and said, you know what? Can we win the Super Bowl this year? And everybody said no. And he said, okay, well, will we be better off with 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark to help us stop the run? Yes. All right, let's do the deal and save that money.
It can be dangerous to attach cause and effect, though, to situations. Like, you can't say, we've had Micah Parsons for 4 years. We haven't won the Super Bowl. Those two things don't necessarily correlate. I would respond with this. There have been 2 players in the history of the NFL in their first 4 years to get at least 12 sacks. 2. Reggie White and Micah Parsons. Yeah. Micah Parsons is a dog. He's probably the best, healthy, on a good team. He's probably the best edge rusher in the league. He's probably every bit as good as Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett also
he gets the.
Now again, we're splitting hairs here.
Yeah,
I bet you, I would be willing to bet. Well, I don't know if they do futures on individual stats for players. I would pound the over on Micah Parsons sacks. He just feels like a guy that's going to go send a message.
Right.
That's what it feels like to me.
Green Bay's like, well,
it's good for them.
We had our success with Reggie White, Charles Woodson, great one superstar defensive player. Here's a 26-year-old. Let's pay him. We got the money. And
finally drafted a receiver in round 1. It'll all go on Jordan Love now. It'll all go on Jordan Love. It'll all go on him.
It'll all go on Jordan Love. So it'll be interesting to watch. It'll be out there also in the NFC. So, it'll be. Who knows? But
if you go by Jacksonville, it's for trading 2 first rounders. Granted, we had no choice because of Jalen, but the Jags got a great deal.
Yeah,
and then they screwed it up. It's that unknown part that you also have to deal with.
It up. You got the other thing I'll say is I'm watching the press conference. Part of the press. I didn't watch it.
With Jerry. Jerry thinks it's 1994.
Well, did you see it?
I watched part of it. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw big clips.
Did you see who was up there?
With him?
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't notice.
It's Jerry and Steven, his son.
Uh-huh. Steven looks old now?
Oh, he is old.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything.
Oh, he just sits there.
The whole time, it's all Jerry. I don't. What's the point? I know Steven's going to take over.
Yeah.
Steven's going to be Jerry here.
At the end, Steven stands up and says, I'll talk when Daddy dies.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically where you're headed.
Basically. So anyway, but I thought that was also a little bit interesting.
I told you before, and this is scientific. This isn't ageist, and it's just it happens to everyone. But because of your lifespan and your experience, the older you get, 30 years ago feels like it was 10 years ago. I mean, that happens. That's not like some neuroses. You just, your perspective changes. And I think Jerry thinks they were relevant 10, 15 years ago.
Maybe.
Like he feels like you referenced a Herschel Walker trade as a guide to this. That was 35 years ago.
You did have one good answer for what do you say to your other Cowboy players, when you won't give a deal to a guy who's been this good and, 12 sacks, 14, done things no one's ever done. And Jerry's answer was, ask Dak, which he gave Dak.
I tell you
what. He gave CeeDee Lamb a contract. So
you know what you can tell him, though? If you play that good, I guess you can go make $188 million. That's what the last guy we gave the opportunity did.
Yeah. And then he also said that they wanted to start where he was maxed out. This is how much I'll pay you.
And that's where they wanted.
That's where it was starting for them.
Do we know? Did that number ever come out?
I don't know. It probably did, but
$40 million a year. He said it was going to be the highest paid. He said the offer was, and I think the highest paid is already 40, isn't it? Well, 42, isn't it, Myles Garrett?
What do you get? 136 guaranteed for 4 years. It wasn't that big of a difference. In fact, somebody put the tax differences and it really small.
Yeah,
like it's an extra $900,000 a year.
Why do you do it then if you're Micah Parsons? Why? I don't understand. You get your
egos.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's three egos, remember.
Yeah, they have agents.
It's Jerry, it's the agent, and Bill Barnwell said something like, you have three people who generally get what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right, let's get our Dream Finders Homes poll question in real quick before we head to break. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, and maybe soon the Tampa Bay Rays. You can lock into some unbelievable interest rates. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. 15 different locations all around Jacksonville.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. Just look at the houses. They are beautiful. In the end, this is real easy, but I just wanted to, it's a temperature taker to me. In the end, who wins the AFC South? You got four choices. Jaguars, bounce back. Houston, they're the favorites. Colts, talented, but quarterback's iffy. Titans, maybe if they have the rookie of the year quarterback. So those are your four choices. The Jaguars, Houston, the Colts, the Titans. What say you guys? And then how do you think the voting went?
Always good questions.
I'm just curious. I like to take the temperature. It's a take the temperature poll question. I want to see what the fans are.
What was the second one again?
It's Jaguars, Houston, Colts, or Titans. So I just put little extras around them, but that's your four choices. Who do you think wins the AFC South? And
I feel like I would be surprised unless there's Titans and Colts fans in the audience that they got anything. And I think you get a home field. I don't think the Colts or Titans are going to win it. I think the Texans are going to. I don't want them to win it. I think the Texans are going to win it.
Okay, that's fine. E
12-5. That's a dub.
Okay, so E would be like that.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah.
What percentage do you think pick the Jags?
Jags?
Yeah. What percentage do you think pick the Jags? That's the only other question I have. From the Dream Finders Homes poll question. 20%. Okay. E, what percent do you think, or did you already see it?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. What percentage do you think pick the Jags?
I'm gonna go 60.
67.8.
Yeah.
Picked the Jags.
Yeah. Optimistic.
29.3 picked Houston. You got this part right. 0.7 for the Colts, 2.2 for the Titans. I'm surprised more picked the Titans than the Colts.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both it's like the Colts need the Titans quarterback, I think. I'd feel better about him. Cam Moore's been pretty good. I'd be excited if I were in Tennessee.
Sure, yeah.
He's a leader. He's a doggy. He's impressed me this preseason. Way he's taking control of that team. He had that fight with Simmons in the practice, and then I saw them on the sideline.
Yeah.
At the next preseason game, and they're boys.
They're fine.
Yeah. So that told me something.
Maybe you got some respect.
Yeah. Maybe a little. So
I don't know.
That's an optimistic home fan base. I don't think it's out of the question. My questions aren't so much about the Jags. I'm maintaining confidence they can be 9-8, 10-7. It's more about the Texans. I don't know what they're going to be. Like there's part of you that thinks that with a healthy Nico Collins from the get-go, you could see some of that offense we saw a couple years ago. Their offense and their offensive line, and they are banged up.
Yep. All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. It's a Football Friday here on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
A little worried about Coco. At the U.S. Open. I don't know, brought to tears during the match. It's a very odd reaction when you're in the middle of a competition for me. I don't remember people crying, and I don't know why, and I know it's intense, and I know she's trying hard, and she won, so that was good. She didn't cry because she lost, but she's in the middle of a match, and she's got actual tears in her eyes and wiping them away and sitting down and putting her head in the towel, and just a little different for Coco. And I hope she's okay, and I hope she can make a run at the U.S. Open because I like to watch her play. And she was able to win. She had 8 double faults and still grinded out a victory last night, won the first set tiebreak in her match, and moves on at the U.S. Open. But just interesting emotional reaction during a competition.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He's got his trigger finger on the pulse of Jacksonville football.
Does he have a name?
He calls himself Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Written by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatment at Bow 9 Associates. Hick in here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you the latest options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK, tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision, no hassle, no fuss. Ready to see the difference? I bet you are. Call now or visit bow9.com for a free screening. They're Bow 9 Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The Friday night lights are shining even brighter as 1010XL has partnered with Channel 4 to bring you Friday Night Lights, a live streaming show at 7 o'clock every Friday, presented by Farrah and Farrah on the social media channels of 1010XL and Channel 4.
Hick in here with my concierge doctor, Richard Townsend. Doc T, how does a concierge direct primary care operate?
We are a membership-based primary care made directly between a patient and physician. We'll have a limited amount of patients that allows us to give unlimited access and personal service to you. This individualized approach has been shown to lower hospitalizations as well as maintain healthier lives. We also give 24/7 access via phone to me outside of our scheduled office hours.
To learn more, go to mypvconcierge.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat Concierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Fences come in all shapes and sizes. It's not just as simple as build me a fence. That's where Duval Fence steps in. They've got it all, from vinyl and aluminum to chain link and quality wood fencing. Duval Fence has been part of Jacksonville since the 70s, and their work stands up to the test of time. Companies come and go, but serving the community as a valued business partner means something to Duval Fence. Residential, commercial, large industrial projects. Check out DuvalFence.com for the local original fence company.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! Yeah! We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I like to hand out a prize pack. E, what are you razzle-dazzling them with today?
I got a pair of voucher tickets to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. The Jumbo Shrimp are at home this week in a 6-game home series against the Rochester Deads.
Dead things.
Dead things, yeah.
Red Wings, dead things.
If you're a 26-year-old Dallas Star and you're a great player, head on a swivel this morning because Dallas doesn't seem to take well to 26-year-old generational players in their market. Just months after Luka was Dallas fan has to get up and see Micah Parsons go bye-bye.
That's a tough time in Dallas. In the
Cooper
Big
Cup,
D.
you on the clock, my boy.
Watch out for Wyatt Langford. I don't know.
I don't know who's on the Dallas Stars. I can't.
Yeah.
They're probably the better of the. Although the Rangers did just win the World Series, I don't think they're more of like a conglomeration of talent.
Stars had a good goalie. Had a real good goalie. But
Not
I think he's
Micah and Luka.
Yeah. No.
Micah and Luka are different level, and again, as we've talked about, we will more throughout the morning. A couple first-rounders and a D lineman to the Cowboys for Micah Parsons.
I'm all for it if you're the Packers. Your Packers in the NFC North are like, holy cow. The Bears are like, oh, God. Detroit's like, oh, geez. Yeah, why not? I mean,
goes to a division where they throw.
You got
a lot.
young team, but you're right. Jordan Love coming out and saying, "Well, my thumb's okay." That's not what you want to hear right now. If you're a Packer fan, you're like, "Okay, we're ready to roll. The pieces are in place. Let's go get a Super Bowl."
Isn't it his left hand?
Because that Gutekunst guy, that's his name. Gutekunst.
GM ain't going to play.
Well, he's actually.
They've been aggressive.
He's done well.
Yeah, they took a first-rounder receiver. Finally, Aaron Rodgers like, "Hey, wait, what?"
But I mean, in his tenure, they go to the playoffs, right? But they haven't been to the bowl. That's the thing.
Yeah,
they haven't been to the bowl, and so I think he's like 5 for 7 in terms of going to the playoffs. So, I mean,
listen. There's another thing in play here. I think if you're in the AFC, do you make this move? If you're the Packers, maybe not. You probably need to hold on to that. But in the NFC, it's wide open.
Yeah,
nobody in the NFC that is a prohibitive favorite. The 4 or 5 best teams in the league, with due respect to Philly, are AFC teams outside of Philly, I guess. And
they say, is this a steal for the Packers? Not necessarily.
I wouldn't say steal, but I'd do it.
Mack lasted 4 years in Chicago. Khalil Mack was a very comparable type trade.
They both lost that trade, both the Raiders and the Bears.
He went first team All-Pro first season, then he wasn't the same after that. But Laramie Tunsil was okay in Houston, but the Dolphins turned that trade into a bevy of first-round
Tyreek
picks.
Hill was part of that, what they used from there.
Adams was a major disappointment in Seattle. That was a bad trade for them.
But the first rounders from the Jets, they never take advantage. The problem is that most of these teams, in a vacuum, they would be good deals if they picked to the right players. The Jags took C.J. Henderson and Caleb on Chason instead of CeeDee Lamb and Jordan Jefferson. That could be your, the Jags could literally be sitting here today with CeeDee Lamb and Jordan Jefferson and a bunch of different players too, if that happened. But still. That's the point.
It would be so different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, everything.
If they had done. I mean, and there's always those moments. There's always those moments that they have. But this is sort of the missing piece for Green Bay. the one thing that they sort of needed.
Is Malik Willis good enough that if Jordan Love can't go there, Malik Willis isn't good. I mean, he's serviceable to be your 16-game quarterback. He's not good enough to win it all, is he?
No.
Right? Is Kirk Cousins?
I don't know. He never has.
Yeah.
He's a bet. I'd rather.
Would you rather have?
Cousins.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I was thinking that, on a text chain with the luncher.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And I wonder, it made me think, I wonder if like sending a 4th rounder to Atlanta for Cousins would be worth it.
Yeah. Parsons is one of 33 players to make it to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 4 seasons. 22 of those players are eligible for the Hall of Fame, and 14 of those 22 are enshrined in Canton.
Well, only 2 rush-ins have had at least 12 sacks in their first 4 years.
Yeah,
Micah Parsons and Reggie White. I
Yeah.
mean, those are the kind of numbers you can't. Those aren't analytics.
Right.
You're not like. There's too many times you can find superlatives in an average effort. This
Right.
is not that. So, we'll see. Ironically, with a chance to make history, it was a damn shortstop throwing 50 miles an hour that stopped the Schwarber onslaught last night. Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs. I bring it up because
Did he hit him off 4 pitchers? Or was it a position player?
No, 4 were off pitchers. His last at bat, he came up against a position player.
Oh, he did?
He had a chance to hit 5. And no one's...
That would have been so sullied. It's
Yeah.
kind of like that other... Who hit the 4 of this year?
Kurtz.
Yeah,
Well,
one of them was off a pitch.
Suarez may have hit it off of a player, too. It's the 3rd guy this year. It's only happened 21 times in history.
3 times this year it's
Yes.
happened?
3 times this year, guys have hit 4 home runs. Suarez, Kurtz.
And the big dumper, right?
No, not 4 in a game.
In a game.
And by the
That
way,
never happens.
4 home runs in a game is way, way less common than perfect games, than no-hitters, than hitting for the shoot. It may be close to... what's the cycle? How many cycles do you think there?
There's been
6 or 8 or more than that.
Oh, way more.
Oh, not the cycle, a Triple Crown.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
hitting
that's
for
a
the-
different thing. We're
yeah.
talking about in a game.
Yeah. In a game, it's about as rare an occurrence. It is probably the most rare occurrence in a game is a 4 home run game.
Is it more rare than a perfect game?
It is. There have been more perfect games. There have been more than 21 perfect games. This is just the 21st 4 home run game in Major League history.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Half of them in our lifetime.
24 official perfect games. And how many times 4 home runs?
I think it was 21.
21.
So
he was the 21st person to do it.
Okay.
So on not more, less likely than a perfect game.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy, isn't it? Shows you how rare that is. But bottom line, he hit the
3
4
times this year.
Yeah. He hit 4 off of legitimate pitching, and then in the very last at bat, the guy that we brought in, some shortstop, he threw it 55 miles an hour, and it was right down the middle. And Hickey took a massive cut, and he just missed it. He popped it up to like shortstop left field, and then he said after the game, he admitted, he goes, "I wish I hadn't asked the question before I went to bat." And then he asked the question in the dugout: "Has anyone ever hit 5 home runs in a game?"
Oh, really?
And he asked, and it was on his mind. He really wanted to take that batting. That was a batting practice pitch. That home run would have been no different than one you hit an hour before the game starts. I mean, it was lobbed in there, but he missed. The Braves and other in news gave up like 3 touchdowns. So
that wasn't good.
Probably not.
Appreciate that help.
Yeah.
We
It's
kicked
3-0.
it around.
It's 3-0 in the first. I almost sent you your welcome text, and good thing I wouldn't have aged well.
It was 5-3 after 1.
I know. 8 runs in the first, and
I said, "Oh boy."
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're pitching a double. Cal Quantrill. Golly. Woo.
We kicked it around.
That's it. That kills the dream of coming all the way back and making the playoffs. By the way, they had to go 29-0, and
it's over.
Sadly, 28-1 ain't happening.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Not officially over yet.
Yeah, well,
Soon to be eliminated.
I guess the magic number hadn't been reached, but yeah, black magic. That's what this team is. Again, last night's a perfect example. Any kind of pitching, you're in the game till the end. Yeah, they're just so beat up. Like I told you, they'll score. Although I only end up with 4, but I think once it goes from 3-0 to like 10-3 through 3, you probably lose a little interest. Anywho, did the Mets win? I didn't even look.
Mets lost.
To the Marlins?
Yeah.
Well, you called it. You said they'd come out flat. Is that what happened?
3 errors.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah, you nailed that one. Keep that one to yourself.
Rally back down 1-0, 2-1 lead, 4-2, 4-4. Then we gave up 3 in the 7th. That was it.
Yeah.
Kicked it around like a bunch of little leaguers. It was awful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And you hate that when you come off of the, you're riding a high. And it's like the same thing with the Phillies. They needed to stop that bleeding. And Buddy.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
I'd say. Whacked us right over the head with a bat.
Disappointing.
2 good college football games. Just, I think, 2 really interesting games to me tonight. Now, granted, I got a little more Georgia Tech interest than your average guy, but Georgia Tech,
those are
Colorado.
good ones.
Tech should be ranked, by the way. They have a chance to. They could be a sleeper team like SMU was a year ago. I'm not predicting it, but they could be. But Auburn and Baylor, a heck of a game. That's one I know you're
FDS. I'm loading up on those.
Oh, you are both of them.
Yes.
Oh, they're in your sights.
Oh,
I should probably look at the lines. Is that what you're saying?
I could be 2-0 after tonight.
I gotta.
Are you kidding me? I'm all over these things.
This is where I should look at the lines. You think?
I probably should look at the lines.
Right, see what the spreads are.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just have to go big ball this first week with this complete lack of preparation. As it dawns on me that we start the Friday 5-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Is that next? By the way, when do we do? What time do we do that? Is it typically 7:30?
It is.
Oh boy. Well, that's not good.
We got to take a break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
One lucky person can win a pair of voucher tickets to go check out the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp as they are playing at home against the Rochester Dead Things. One lucky winner, one pair of tickets. Holla at your boy, 904-641-1010.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is the final week of Beers Diamond's incredible free finance offer. Hicken here. This week only, make any purchase, spread those payments over 5 years without a dime in interest payments. Not just on engagement rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now, pay nothing down, spread your payments over 5 years. Such a smart way to buy and nobody else can do it. 5 years, 0 interest. You can even finance the sales tax. All GIA certified diamonds are included in this. I'm talking rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear-shaped, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. You get the idea. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, spread those payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beards Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down, spread your payments over 5 years. Lots of folks are doing this, but time is running out. The offer ends on Sunday and will not be extended. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beards.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at ITP. The ITP partners, man, they take care of you, right? Interesting times, economically speaking, right? So when you give your money to people, you want to have people that you trust, people that you like, people that you know what they're doing, and experience, expertise, and knowledge. That's the ITP partners, man. That's Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. That's Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Those are the ITP partners. Those are the people that I appreciate so very much. And they sit there and they listen to you. And they put stuff in layman's terms that even I can understand. If I can understand it, you can understand. Trust me. And by the way, they'll build strategies where your goals become their priority. So what are you waiting for? Get in the game. Get a hold of them. Make a move. Easy to do. Chris at ITPpartners.com, or just give them a call. 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP partners. ITP partners are my financial partners for life.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Hey, Hicken here for Beaches Dermatology, man. Doctors Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with Mohs Surgery. Great folks take great care of you and your skin. And skin, man, it's important to maintain. It's important to get it taken care of. It's important to see Beaches Dermatology if something's there. Listen, first things first, they would rather not see it. They want you to take care of your skin when you're out in the sun here in the Sunshine State. They want you to wear floppy hats. They want you to protect those ears.
They want you to put on sunscreen if you're out there for a long time. They want you to wear long sleeve dry fits, right? And if something does show up, then you go see Beaches Dermatology. The best way to do that, go to beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs. I go to the Beaches Dermatology location off Solana Road, but there are others to serve you. That's why you go to .com, figure out which one will serve you best. Beachesdermatology.com for all those skincare needs.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-pack, tuned up by Expert Automotive on 1010XL.
There they are. They're back. The Brubeck Quartet. Take the baseline for a walk. Keep those cymbals splashy another year. Yours truly looking to break out of a 2-year hole. Maybe 3, because Kat won it that other year. I haven't tasted victory in this, but I'm hot. I'm coming off a championship in Brunch for the Tour, and I feel like this is going to be my year, Jeff Prosser. Okay. I feel like I am finally going to ascend. As you know, a hot start is critical for me. Regardless, if I start poorly, I'm cooked. So I'm telling you, Googans, right now, I know the college game. I've got my finger on the pulse. I've done my homework, and I'm going to give you winners, 5 of them right here. We're going to start with a perfect 5-0. In fact, I'm so confident I'm going to rattle off all 5 right here.
Yeah,
before you can. What?
Yeah, you're not allowed to do it that way.
Before you can even give one, I'm going to rattle off all 5. I'm going to start.
I could absolutely, if I wanted to, I could just turn right around and just crush you, because I know 2 that you want. I can just take the other one.
You could.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to mush Tech. So go ahead and take Auburn or Baylor or whoever.
Well, actually, I'm going to leave them out there. And if you want to take them, you're going to take them.
I thought you wanted them.
I am. No, I'm taking them.
Okay, well then you go.
But I'm taking another one because I want to lock into this one so bad.
Yeah,
I love this one.
Well, you have a built-in advantage.
What's that?
I'm scrolling through the spreads for the first time right this second as we speak. So week 1 is going to be a flyer for your boy here.
Okay, that's good news for me.
Okay.
I love this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love this one. I think we fall in love with programs, and I don't think we necessarily pay close enough attention to the most critical position. Look, whatever you think of them, and I've heard, Chris Doring had some pointed words, but I mean, Miami at home is an underdog to Notre Dame. They got Carson Beck, and Notre Dame's starting a freshman.
Yeah.
I mean,
the problem is that Miami just hadn't.
Yeah, I don't care.
When they've had the chance, they never win the game.
They had a chance in the opener last year.
Yeah,
they did just
we're
fine.
not Notre Dame though. We weren't in the playoff. But I hear you. I'm not down on your pick.
I think Notre Dame lost a lot of folks, bro.
Yeah, well they did.
Jack Kaiser's here. He's not chasing quarterbacks anymore up there.
That's fair.
I'm going to take Miami plus 2.5 points. Lock that one in.
The U.
Are you going to that game, E?
I might try to see if I can make my way in there.
I mean, tickets available. You can buy one, get one free down there, man. Go.
The disrespect, bro.
I'm going to pull a Hicken move.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to play
big spread?
I'm going to play a big spread, a huge spread. I never do this.
Yeah.
But I feel like if there's one time this year where Penn State's just going to go full, all gas, no break, it'll be in the opener and Nevada will be. And Nevada's a pretty good program.
Wolfpack.
I bet you the whole world is on Nevada plus 42.5. Not this guy.
We used to be the Wolfpack, me, you, and E.
Yeah. Penn State minus 42.5.
I like that. I'm going to go next.
What a ridiculous spread that is.
I am going to go FDS.
Okay.
I love them both.
Yeah.
I'll take them both if you're not going to mush Tech.
Okay.
And then you can take 2 if you want.
I'm not going either. Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking Baylor plus 2.5. Sure. Again, the quarterback situation at home. I like Baylor at home.
Okay.
Jackson Arnold's okay, but they love this kid at Baylor.
Hugh Freeze has been incredible. All 3 of these guys, Napier, Freeze, Cristobal, they've all been disappointing from what you hoped you were getting.
Yeah. And then again, Haynes King, veteran.
Yeah.
Dion told me in an interview.
I love this pick. I just don't want to mush him. I think that's a goal. I would double down on this.
Yeah.
If I was picking one, like for real, going on the app, that's the one I would go with.
Dion told me yesterday, you know what the most surprising thing is to him about the fan base and playing a Folsom Stadium? the smell of sweet stinky in the second quarter. That's what Dion told me.
Dang.
Dion said he thinks
Local Eagle. They were ahead of the game out there.
Dion says he thinks it's light up quarter.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
That's what Dion said. That's Dion's words, E.
We probably, as a society, should stop that. And you guys can keep smoking your sweet stinky. Maybe just hotbox it. Maybe not take it in around kids and everyone else. Maybe keep your own habits out of the forefront of everyone else.
It's hotbox.
That's all. Hotbox it.
Uh-huh.
You hotbox every morning.
Hey, whoa. I ice bath every morning.
Anyway, it's Georgia Tech. Always at 4.5?
Yeah, minus 4.5.
Yeah, minus 4.5. Their favorite, actually. But I'll still take it.
Great. That leaves me with 2, and I'm still scrolling. All right, listen. I'm gonna play my hunch here.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my hunch. I don't trust FSU, and this is dangerous because the whole world is on Bama.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit higher on Bama, I feel like, than you are.
Yeah.
I trust them a little bit more than you, and I don't trust FSU a lick. Now, if in a weird way, this game would be, I might feel better about FSU. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
If Nick Saban were coaching, and here's why.
Okay.
Malzahn did great against Saban.
Yeah.
He covered all the time. Auburn was very competitive against Alabama when Malzahn was there. So, but this isn't that defense that he'll be attacking. I just don't trust the Noles straight out the gate. I could be wrong, but I'll take Bama minus 14. It's up to.
That's great because let's go head to head.
I got another one. Okay, but you go ahead and put it. You're taking FSU plus 14?
Yeah, I like FSU in this one. I'll tell you why. There's a bunch of reasons why.
Okay.
Running quarterback. Bama's missing their starting running back, missing their best offensive lineman. Looks like a D tackle's not going to be able to play. FSU at home, 3:30. They play those openers tough. They don't win them all the time, but they play them tough. They got so much to prove. I think they hang around. Maybe. Now, look, what I don't need is Alabama to grind out and listen, you also got a new quarterback at Alabama who has not played. At least Castellanos has played. I'll take those 14 points and I'll run with them.
I think Clemson will beat LSU by a field goal.
Okay.
Take LSU plus 4. Brian Kelly, it's just a real put-up game for him. Mm-hmm. He's kind of been talking. When you say we finally got it where I want it, it can be a confidence-inspiring, but it also puts a lot of pressure on you. And I feel like he's always kind of doing that, always kind of speaking something right, kind of before it occurs. So I would be a little worried, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for a week, and I'll take him plus 4. Let me catch up here. 4 games.
Oh,
to
yeah,
3.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Hey. Yeah. Ooh. I'm going to play the big games. That's what I'm going to do.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and mess around.
Texas, Ohio State, what do you got?
Yeah.
They can go either way on that, baby.
Yeah.
Friday 5-pack.
I'm going to take, you know what I'm going to take? Oh, wait, is this we can't do Monday games, can we?
No, can't do Monday.
That's too bad.
Oh, yes, you can. This week you can.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to take Belly plus 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take North Carolina plus 3.5 at home. Is that at home? That's not a neutral game, is it? Maybe
Don't know.
Either way, I'm taking Belly plus 3.5. Come on, man. It's the best coach in the history of the game. Can't beat TCU. What are we doing?
Okay.
All right. Last one.
My last one?
Mm-hmm. Both of us. Last one.
All right, Jeff. Do you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
All right. My last one. When I say Tennessee football and Josh Heupel, what do you think of?
I think of high-flying, explosive, offensive football.
Not so fast, my friend.
Oh, he went to Corso.
Shout out to Coach Corso. They're more of a grind it out. They got a new quarterback. We got a big point number, 50.5 UT Syracuse. I'm going under.
Okay.
Going under the Tennessee-Syracuse game.
Under 55?
50.5.
50.5. Okay.
Yes, sir. 50.5.
I just said yes, 55. That would have been good.
That would have been good. I could have lied. 28-21 Vols.
Well, it's funny.
28-17 Vols.
Maybe the Vols would have a couple more touchdowns if Nico Imalievin had stayed.
Yeah, he didn't.
But instead, Nico Imalievin went to UCLA.
He's going to get his ears kicked.
UCLA is taking nothing but, insults and this and that and the other. UCLA is a 6-point dog at home to Utah.
Yeah.
All right.
Coach Kyle.
That's right. And who is it's Deshaun Foster, isn't it now? Oh, by the way, Mike Vick, no. Deshaun Jackson,
no.
I don't know about Eddie George.
Eddie won.
Okay, I saw his team return the opening kick. Second year in a row, Toledo returns the opening kick of the season for a touchdown. I'm going to take UCLA plus 6 against Utah.
Isn't he at Bowling Green?
That's what I meant. I said Toledo, Bowling Green, yeah. Yeah, Ohio. I get it. It's all this. No, Bowling Green might be Kentucky.
Herbs was there last night.
Oh,
I think Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Bowling Green is in Kentucky.
Bowling Green 26, Lafayette 7.
There you go. Well, it helps if you schedule Lafayette.
Yeah, you got to get it.
All right, UCLA +6. That puts it to bed. That's the Friday 5-pack. Back with more next.
Post them, E. Post them.
GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
The Crusaders season kicks off at home against University Christian. Friday night at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
It's football season, baby. That means it's time. It's time to get that house ready. Going to be entertaining. You got summer over. You got everybody back from the beach. You got all the graduation parties, the barbecues all done, all the outdoor stuff coming back inside. Get that house clean. Get it clean with Zero Res. It's time to get the cleaning freaks over, man. It's time. It's time. They're Zero Res. They will Zero Resify your home, whether it be carpets, tile, hardwood rugs, upholstery, air ducts, every surface in your home. Call the cleaning pros. And right now, from Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner, 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $135, plus throwing in a free hallway, taking $100 off air duct cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727. Ask for the 1010 special. Zero Res! Spell it forward, spell it backwards. You know what it does? It spells the same. Zero Res.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home business, affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
How do you know that your roof is ready for the next big storm? You don't. That's why you need to call me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We'll assess your roof and fix those issues before they become storm disasters. Visit BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roofing quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Florida Gators football on 1010XL is driven by Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. And the law firm of Farah & Farah. Get Gators play-by-play on 1010XL.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, not everyone is he's sold on Arch Manning, as it turns out.
Who, Jordan Rodgers?
Yeah. Now, look, sometimes you have to consider the source. I mean, who are you, I guess?
Right.
But nonetheless...
Jordan Rodgers and Steve Spurrier are two that aren't sold on him.
Yeah, Spurrier, though, it doesn't feel like it's as informed as it is fan base, right? Whereas Jordan Rodgers is supposed to be an analyst, right? You work on ESPN, you do games, and he's been outspoken regarding his doubt on Manning, and yesterday goes so far as saying that the hype doesn't match the tape.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. How much tape do you actually have? This seems like every time there's a no-brainer, you're going to have those that swim against the current.
Yeah.
Right? It happens in the drafts. No matter who the draft pick is, you'll find, some way to insinuate it'd be someone else. So, but for what it's worth, the former Bachelorette winner, it says that Arch Manning is by no means just a sure thing for Texas. I
think it's the least of Texas's worries. I think Arch Manning's going to be fine. I don't know if he's going to be. I mean, you let him grow a little bit. Fine. Let him play a game.
If I had to pick that game, I would have picked Texas. I think these games matter for the conference. I do. I said it yesterday. Maybe not right off the bat, but that Texas-Ohio State game will mean more because ultimately you're going to have to compare the third and fourth teams from these leagues with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're comparing third and fourth teams from the leagues with each other, and you're going to make sure that these teams are playing interconference games early, it's just human instinct to use what you saw from those and assigning value to the rest of the league. That can be dangerous, but so Texas and Ohio State, sure, they're probably both fine. Be careful if you're Texas, though, Hick.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas got to play Georgia. They got to play at Florida.
Yeah, it's tough.
Texas A&M's never an easy one. If they Texas 9-3, I don't know for sure they're in if they lose their three toughest games.
Yeah.
Do they have another hard game that they can make up the perception out of Texas A&M? Probably their fourth most difficult. They have an easier schedule. I remember that's how it worked out. I mean, I don't want to.
And they're all on the road. That's the problem with Texas games. They're all on the road.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, that's not easy. And you play those games. It's at Ohio State, at Florida. They play Oklahoma. They go at Georgia. And
Oklahoma. That's kind of like Florida, Georgia
rivalry. Yeah. Other than that, they're fine. But
A&M at the end.
Yeah, you got.
Where is that game?
A&M this year.
That's probably home. They can't all be on there. They have them all at home last year.
DKR, Texas Memorial Darrell Royal Stadium. So,
all right. If we have any Dallas fans in the audience this morning, I have noticed this tweet from the Dallas Stars, and it says, "Don't worry, y'all. Mikko Rantanen is still a Dallas Star. Apparently, he's a top 10 player in the league. So they do have a 28-year-old hockey player. Mikko, I'm not a hockey fan.
Yeah.
Is it Rantanen? Have you heard this name?
Yes.
Yeah, Mikko Rantanen.
Yes.
I went to the source.
Hopefully he get traded to the Rangers here.
I went to NHL 26, the video game, and he was the 11th rated player in the league.
Okay, there you go.
So they do have a superstar, but they are, assuring the Dallas metro area. Don't worry, y'all. Mikko Rantanen is a Dallas Star.
I just saw Denny Thompson walk down the hallway, and it struck me that with me riding the Canes, I'm going to hold him personally responsible for the outcome of the game. I think that's fair. Has he worked enough? Has he taught Carson the right things to help them beat Notre Dame? Now, I hope he hasn't in a couple weeks, but for this Sunday night, I need a dub.
Do you think the impact of the Friday 5-pack has reached the point where Denny will have to call Carson and say, listen, I don't want to put anything extra on this game, but Hicken did pick you in this 5-pack.
The 5-pack.
This is a big one, maybe the biggest one of the year.
So this kid, DJ Black, caught the game-winning touchdown pass for UCF. DJ Black was at Limestone the last 2 years. Limestone shut down.
Okay.
He went in the portal, went to UCF, and he gets a game winner.
In other news, there's a place plays football called Limestone.
You don't know Limestone?
No.
Yeah, Limestone's up
like
there
D3
with Lenore
somewhere?
Rhine and all those.
Okay.
Newberry and all those schools.
Oh, that's North Carolina then.
Yeah, all up in that area. Yeah.
I don't think of when I think in fact, Limestone. I don't think North Carolina.
Just ran into a kid who was playing. Who was it? He was playing. I don't remember playing baseball at Limestone, or somebody's son was playing baseball at Limestone.
Did they shut down all athletics?
Yeah, they shut down the school.
Oh, the school.
The school went belly up.
Right.
They needed $6 million. They didn't get the minutes. Closed the doors.
Oof.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons could start about 30 colleges this morning.
With it went the athletics program.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that happened. You ready? You want to talk to Denny?
Sure.
We'll catch up. We'll get Denny in here, and we'll talk to him next right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, where Jaguars fans find common ground.
We need Duval!
1010XL. 10XL.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Prime Time from the big number 1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, what's lunch?
Noon to 2 on 1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar, wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every
Mark
day.
Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs or maybe a logoed Sick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Chip Davis, director of the Flounder Pounder Fishing Tournament. We are fast approaching our 16th annual tournament benefiting the Jacksonville School for Autism. With the help of our amazing community, we raised over $1.4 million the last 15 years. This year's tournament will be held at Palm Valley Outdoors on the Intercoastal Waterway. Captain's meeting is Thursday night, October 9th, and the tournament is Saturday, October 11th. I'm inviting you and your family to come out and enjoy our tournament festivities, raise some money, and support autism awareness. Special thanks to U.S. Army Recruitment Jacks for their support. Flounder Pounder for Autism 2025. See you there.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast YMCA. Jag head coach Liam Cohen sees room for growth with quarterback Trevor Lawrence.
It's still not where it needs to be, which is the beautiful part. We don't expect it to be that way right now.
Our MLB scene, the Miami Marlins defeated the New York Mets. Tampa Bay plays the Washington Nationals this evening. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 75 degrees at 8:01. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
Well, he's here. I haven't won the Friday 5-pack in a lot of years.
Okay.
I'm off to a rip-roaring start. I expect a perfect 5-0. The one I wanted to jump on most was Miami. I can't believe Miami is a 2.5-point underdog at home against the Fighting Irish, who are breaking in a freshman quarterback against a veteran quarterback. I'm sorry. That's a no-brainer to me. I know Miami has a good offensive line. I know there's some, they got to replace this a little bit. Yeah, okay. Well, that happens every year, but quarterback is such an important position, man. I mean, I don't see it.
Wait, are you getting around to somehow putting pressure on me for your pick?
100%.
Wow.
100%, man.
Wow.
You come in here every week, coming back from Miami, telling me great stories.
Right.
I'm expecting big things from Carson Beck and the Canes, at least in week 1. Now, listen, a couple weeks from now, no disrespect, I hope they fall flat on their damn face. But for this particular Sunday night, one time, Denny, I go back to my roots when I was a youngster down there in South Florida before you were even kicking around on Friday nights when Big Jim Hicken would take me down to watch Otis Anderson and the Canes play football on Friday night when Coach Carl Selmer was there, and then followed by Nick Saban or Lou Saban or one of the Sabans. and E.J. Baker was the quarterback. And yeah. And they played Utah State one Friday night, and you know who Utah State's quarterback was?
No.
Eric Hipple. You remember that guy?
No, don't.
You don't remember Eric Hipple? He played in the NFL for the Lions for a lot of years.
No.
That's what I'm doing, Danny.
But Eli, this is a great example right here, my man, of what they say about gambling and what it does to you.
Degeneracy,
right?
man.
Like I come in here as a friend of Dan Hicken and tell him about my week in Miami. Right? And what does he do with it?
I turn it into money making.
He turns it into and not only that,
selfish.
Now our friendship is at risk. Over something that I have nothing. Oh boy,
you walk in here next Friday, I'll throw papers at you.
Jeff, I'm down to host the show with you when he goes into rehab.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good 90-day stint.
It could be costly, too.
Could be.
Yeah. It's a double financial penalty if you lose as a gambler and you have an addiction. Then you got to pay for the gambling losses and the rehab.
Right. I mean, the real question is 10-10.
You'd have a lot of company.
10-10's fault. They turned me into this.
They started this. They made me do the Friday 5-pack.
Made me do it.
Yes.
Anyway, that's
your Friday 5-pack was tainted with fentanyl last year. You need to get that thing.
I don't know that you asked me a question and all
I don't think I did.
I just kind of let you ramble.
I don't think I did. I don't think there was a question.
Just he better win.
Yeah, not even he, but they. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, you said he.
Well, yeah, I did. I guess I did.
Okay,
I'm confident.
I'll tell you what. I'll pass that message along.
I'm confident.
Sure that's exactly the thing that he needs.
That might put him over the top. That might give him the edge that he's looking for to prepare.
Yeah.
The Tiger.
Arch Manning is his own story, so I guess exclude him. There are so many important teams, like 6 of the top 10, that are breaking in new quarterbacks, and I feel like it's been a very headlined story leading in. It's like they're not acting like Ohio State's got a brand new quarterback. They're not acting like Alabama takes a new quarterback to Tallahassee. They're not acting like Notre Dame has a new quarterback. I mean, again, Arch is kind of a separate deal.
No, but include him.
How good are those guys? Like, rank these which of those contenders, Alabama, Ohio State, Notre Dame, let's think, those are like top 7. Which of those 3 are you, and I know that schedule and other things come in, but which of those 3 do you feel like is in the best shape at quarterback?
Well, I'll say Texas just because they do have a kid with some experience.
Okay.
And a lot of talent.
All right.
But to your point, I mean, numbers 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Top 10. Numbers 1 and 2 are breaking in a new quarterback. The 3 that you just named, though, like I am 95% confident that they are going to just, one of those 3 have been a Heisman. Like
in his career
finalist
this year.
Oh. Like those 3 are very tight. Julian Sayin is we don't work with Julian, but I've seen Julian in person. He was at a camp that we did. Man, just
he was an Alabama commit?
He was.
Is that a NIL deal?
He wasn't a commit. He was there.
He's actually there.
He transferred.
Okay. Behind Mill Road, just didn't see a path. Is that what happened?
I don't know what the deal was. That now and then CJ Carr, I think, is a franchise type.
He's the Notre Dame. He's Bill Carr's grandson.
Lloyd Carr.
Lloyd Carr, I mean.
Yeah, Lloyd Carr. Yeah,
Who's Bill Carr, Florida Athletic.
We do work with him. So I always try to just disclaim that so people know that I'm bragging on a little bit of a homer here, too.
Sure.
But
we know that
very
already.
talented. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I get the tweets.
Oh, I hear you.
I think he's very talented. So I think those three.
It's not going to affect them. They're going to be what they are because of the,
Yeah, I don't think so. What
is Alabama's offense supposed to be, Denny? What's it supposed to be?
That's an amazing question.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's a ground and pound.
It felt like that's my point. It felt like with Odunze and Penix, they threw it around a lot. That's what, they did have some running game, but that's what kind of carried them into a playoff. And we didn't see that a lot last year. Maybe we did. I mean, they lost high-scoring games, didn't they?
Yeah, Ryan had a big game. But I also think that the quarterback they had last year, that maybe wasn't his skill set either. Yeah, I remember that Georgia game. I've never seen a running back, much less a quarterback, get the edge so easily against the Georgia defense in my life. I mean, he is just an elite athlete. So maybe they leaned a little bit more. I don't think that they'll be able to do that with this guy. I think maybe it'll look a little bit more like those offenses you're talking about.
And Michael Penix threw for 67 touchdowns in 2 years and 19 picks. He threw for 4,903 yards and 4,641 yards.
Yeah, see, I would say they're that, and we didn't now. I say that, but then I kind of think about Alabama's games last year. And Tennessee was a high-scoring game. They got in trouble because they couldn't stop people, which is not very Alabama-like.
Yeah, and they were very inconsistent.
That's for sure.
I mean, that first
look at the wins. I mean, the teams they beat versus the teams they lost to. There's not more drastic.
No. I mean, you beat Georgia and lose to
Vandy, Oklahoma. They got shut out even, didn't they? Lose Oklahoma like 24-3 or something.
It was ugly. It was ugly. But the great thing about college football right now is you watch that game last night at Boise State and USF, and in your head, like that has playoff implications.
Yeah, well, it does.
First game of the year.
Yeah,
like I love that part.
USF has got poor management.
Shout out Lachlan Hewlett.
They need to be. USF needs to get in one of these conferences. No, Hick. Why can't USF get in the Big 12 or the ACC or something?
What are they in?
Nothing. What are they? AAC, I guess?
I think they are.
Yeah.
They should. They're missing the boat here. Tampa should be they should at least get what UCF gets.
Yeah, I think they're heading that way. I mean, they're building an on-campus stadium.
I've heard someone wouldn't take them. Weren't that in the headlines lately? Like maybe it was the Big 12. Somebody wouldn't take them.
That's crazy. You would think they'd want the Tampa market.
You would think, and it's important that they get some wins. That Florida game next week got a little tougher watching USF. I mean, and by the way, how good was Ashton Genty? Yeah. I mean, Boise last year was a pretty good team. They were terrible last night.
Just to button up the Alabama talk, Miller only threw 16 touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
We got a guy throwing 39 in Washington. I mean, this kid threw for 2,844 yards.
That's why the question. So maybe we'll see.
He ran for 726. So
that's a nuance to throw into this game tomorrow. I mean, I think watching Alabama play offense last year, you might have this insinuation about what they are and what they'll do, and maybe with a new quarterback, we'll see more of what you saw at Washington.
Tomorrow, I think they want to ground and pound a little bit. They're breaking in a guy, right? I mean,
I don't think this has anything to do with how Alabama plays. I think this has everything to do with how Florida State plays.
I just don't trust that, and that's why
That's fair.
Lost a lot of trust in me last year.
Yeah, and you got Gus coming in, which is a very unconventional offensive coordinator. So I mean, Florida State could come out and shock everybody, and we've seen Gus do that. Like, we've seen Gus dial up some things that a defense just can't figure out for a game or two.
It feels more likely to me that Alabama's defense will confuse Castellanos.
And I tend to agree with that, too. I think.
And where's the playmakers for Florida State, Hick? I know they got the transfer receivers.
Squirrel and Deuce.
Yeah, but outside, the running back game and the name that FSU were so used to having big names there.
Well, and I think you have to be able, you have to be able to sustain 8, 10, 12 play drives. And they just never even came close to that last year.
Yeah.
So you like Ty Simpson, though? You think he's...
Yeah, he spins it well. I don't know a whole lot about him.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't put him in the same... And this may come back. I'm saying it probably because I don't know much about him. I don't put him in that same class as those other three guys that we just talked about, though.
And we didn't mention Underwood, who I know you love at Michigan, but they're not in that, But again, maybe this is why pay extra attention or maybe put a little bit extra stock in Penn State with Aller.
Mm-hmm.
In LSU with Nussmeier, in teams that are legitimate top 10, forecasts, but have really proven, and that takes you away from Lagway and Sellers and others that don't fit the other side of that equation. But those teams in the top 10 equation that have the quarterbacks, we'll see if it proves to be an advantage. over their conference rivals who don't.
We
At
don't
least
have
not
as
yet.
many quarterbacks, I don't feel like, that we're talking about that transferred this year. I know we talked about Thomas Castellanos and Carson, but Lenore's was there, and all those guys you just
Lagway,
named.
Nussmeier,
It seems like last year we were like, oh, well, this guy's here, this guy's here. So it seems like that settled down a little bit, but you're right. I mean, I think it's going to be a great year for quarterback play. You've got 8 or 9 possible first-rounders. It'll turn into 3.
Right.
But for right now, you got 8 or 9 possible guys playing for first-round grades. That's pretty impressive. Lenore Sellers, I love watching that guy.
Right.
I don't know how good he is.
They rave about him,
but I love watching that guy. He is fun.
Yeah,
He's kind of a.
He'll be
Jaden Daniels-ish to me. He runs like Jaden. He's got that bigger frame and the lankier frame, but explosive as a runner too.
Yeah. By the way, did y'all see the quarterback from USF, Byram Brown?
Yeah.
Just trucking people.
Yeah.
He better truck him. That guy's slower than Christmas is what I just. That shame on boys. They let him go.
Not slow though.
They let him go outside on the one run that he scored a touchdown on. Did you see that one late?
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like a fullback. He looked like Desmond Watson picked it up and was getting around there. Is he fast?
Yeah, he actually is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not.
I caught him when he was kind of, those plays where you get bumped sideways a little bit. He didn't look very fast.
Yeah.
No, he's coming. He was maybe the player of the year in the conference a couple years ago.
2 years ago, he had a great year. Last year, he battled
the
with
Gator.
injuries.
They got Florida's attention, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, and they got Miami after that. I was telling Hick at the break, you find a way to win one of those two, and you are square in playoff contention.
As a group of 5.
Like 3 weeks in.
Yeah. And Boise, they never got in anywhere, right? They still group of 5, or is Boise in the 12? Boise in the Big 12, aren't they?
No, they're still group. They're still into the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, so that's to your point.
Yeah,
it's kind of a showdown win in that category.
Yeah. What time is that Florida game next week? Have they announced that?
For 4:15.
Can't give these boys a night game.
LSU at LSU.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next week. What is that? AB? That's a big one, huh?
Somehow I think the Hurricane game will be a night.
Yeah, I'm gonna get home by 2 a.m. that week.
So
you're gonna go down?
No.
Oh,
but we do something after the game.
Boise.
By the time we're done after the game.
Yeah, after that they have South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, Florida Atlantic at Memphis. Memphis usually pretty good.
This is USF.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their schedule.
Yeah, that conference is not going to offer too much if they're as good as they were last night.
Yeah.
They get to beat up on Dilfer's boys.
I mean, they go through all that, get to the championship game.
It's kind of unfair, though. Here's what will happen. They'll lose to Florida, Miami, 2 really good top 15 teams, and then they'll lose out. They'll find some group of 5 that's 12-0, didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
Put them in.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing, too, you got to get through Florida and Miami healthy.
Yeah, and they're not beating Florida and Miami, I wouldn't think.
No, but even if you barely lost those and won your conference, like you're still
have a chance.
Yeah.
If 11-2, you'd have a chance, depending on what the rest of the group of 5. And that, again, it could be a tiebreaker. Although boys did not look good.
No, they didn't.
No, I don't know how much of that was USF, but
yeah, they didn't look good.
What do you make of? Obviously, a lot of questions going to Trevor.
Yeah.
About what you were working on this off season in terms of. And I think kind of if you listen to Trevor, I think on the because a lot of people go, well, he's going to his second and third read. That's fine. I'm gonna stick up for him a little bit here. I think the last staff kind of wanted him getting the ball out and wanted him to go to the first read and didn't necessarily want him sitting back there because the offensive line wasn't great. And so maybe he did that more often and then all of a sudden he gets this. Well, he doesn't. He can't read defenses, or he can't. That part of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I'm presenting to you.
No, it does. I don't see Trevor as the kind that struggles with processing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's yes, no, maybe decisions.
Right.
One, and pre-snap. Right. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-snap. I'm not going to my first read on this, but I still got to let it happen so that 2 and 3 are on time. You know what I mean?
You kind of get an idea on pre-snap in your mind that I think my best bet here is this guy.
Right. And sometimes
he's the one I'm supposed to go to, so I'm still going to kind of go look this way and come back.
Depending on what the route combination is,
Correct.
It could be a 1-2 or it could just be a new one.
Right.
Like I could just go, no, I'm over here. So if he's doing a really good job of that, then he's not having to get to 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's not a processing issue. He's a tough guy. Like it's just, I refuse to believe that he's not going 2, 3, or 4. Now, is he uncomfortable against certain styles of defense? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of guys are. You know, a lot of guys have to spend, an off season or two going, I really need to learn this defense. I compare it all the time to playing golf.
Okay.
Palencia, which is where I play, hole one. I hate the hole. I cannot figure it out.
I don't like that. That's the long. I hate it. It's too
weird
long.
Weird green.
It's too long. It's too long.
I can't par it. But the bottom line is, if I want to play better at Palencia, I'm going to have to learn how to play that hole.
Okay. No. Nah.
Stay with my analogy, right? So I'm making this up. I'm making this up with Trevor. But maybe it's like if the league knows he struggles with cover 5.
Okay.
And I don't know. I have no idea.
Right.
Then at some point in your maturation process, you're just going to get better at seeing that in his transitions and his weaknesses and things like that. So I don't know, man. That's why I always say I think I think quarterbacks are giving up on way too early. I think 5, 6, 7, year 5, 6, 7 are where they start to hit their peak, and then they go through a nice little 5, 6, 7 year run.
Well, in the end, we can do all we want. We can say first read, second read, third read. We can say footwork. We can say, you can break down 8 million things with a quarterback as we've learned about playing the position. In the end, you can put it all in this big pot and say he's got to play better.
And he's not thinking about what he worked on in the offseason anymore.
Right.
Now you got to just go play. And what you hope,
win.
Yeah, what you hope is that you programmed into you the right mechanics or whatever it was that you – so that when you get out there, it just
real
comes
bullets
natural.
are flying. It doesn't revert back to
Right. If we've got a guy and he's like, what was it that we were working on in March? Like, we got a problem. We can't fix it now.
And we get and to the Jags' credit, okay, we're gonna help you.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you better coaching. Whether you have or haven't remains to be seen. We think they have, but we are going to get you better players, and they have done that the last 2 years. Brian Thomas Jr. alone.
Yep.
Now you add in Travis Hunter, and that should be and the improvement of Parker Washington and taking a chance on De'Ami Brown and developing Brenton Strange, and so we'll see.
The backfield's pretty good.
Yeah.
The backfield's pretty good, too.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got the weapons. We don't know about the offensive line, but if they hold up at all, Travis should have a big year. If he doesn't, then I will be concerned.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm excited to get it going and see what happens. But, obviously for their success, they need to be, while you want to improve throughout the season, you don't want to come out slow.
No.
Too tough a start. I mean, we talk about the first 5, like Seattle coming to town and the Rams in London aren't. I would say the 5 of the 7 toughest games it's happened in the first 7. There's only a couple more late that match those.
You're the Jags. You're the win on every.
Last thing for me.
So every game's tough.
From your vantage point, your perspective, and this may be an unfair question. You can say so if it is. Statistically, okay? NFL season, 17 games.
Right.
What would you say, Denny Thompson, is a good year? Forget the wins and losses, just for a second, because I know it's all about winning and losing. But what would you say if a quarterback throws 25 touchdowns and has 10 picks? Is that a good year? And 4,000 yards. Is that a good year? I think it is.
Yeah. I think it is. I mean, I think these days.
But then we have guys do like these absurd 41-5 deals.
Yeah. Those guys are seeing the game differently. But I think if you can hit, I don't know, my benchmark would probably be 65% plus.
Okay.
3-1 touchdown interception.
Okay, 3 to 1.
Puts you close, 2.5 to 1.
Okay, I like that.
And I really don't care about the yards.
You don't care about the yards? Okay.
No, I don't care about the yards at all.
You should throw for if it's 200 yards a game and you play all 17, you're getting 3,400. So.
Right. And if you throw for 200 a game and then your team rushes for another 150 or 180 a game, you're
in pretty good shape.
That's the ideal situation.
I was just curious.
I think that quarterbacks by and large throw for less per game than we think.
What was Jalen Hurts' stats last year?
No, he was like 190, wasn't he?
Right? Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
But he's got that. He's such a unicorn from that short yard.
100%.
If he wasn't as good as he is at the tush push, he'd probably be fighting for his job every year.
They have done.
He seems
not
to have fought
take
for
anything away from him, but they have done an amazing job building that team around him.
Yeah.
And he's not terrible. By no means is he bad. I just don't know if he would be.
He does a lot of things right, too, though.
For sure.
Thoughtful answers, good guy, leader.
No, he crushes
he's a
off
leader.
the field. Yeah. He crushes off
the field, which is a part of it.
I got some. These are somewhat interesting.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes, 245 a game.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, 227 a game.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray, 225. Bo Nix, great rookie year, 221.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, 219 yards a game.
Yeah.
So the answer is not the yardage.
Right.
Yeah.
Your 2,500 would be ahead of or whatever is ahead of this pace. As long as you throw for 220 and you're efficient and you have more touchdowns than picks.
Yeah, what was
that
it?
seems to be.
Do you have their
Jaden Daniels, 209 yards passing.
Do you have
aren't
their
big
touchdowns, interceptions on that?
Okay, the lower
Interception ratio.
Yeah.
The lower per game. Yeah, let's see. Aaron, he doesn't count, but he had a good one, 28-11. Let's go. Herbert, 227, 23-3.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Bo Nix.
And there's a good point because that's not a lot of touchdown passes.
But it's efficient.
Right. But it's very efficient.
Yep.
Bo Nix, 221, 29-12. Josh Allen, 220, 28-6.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, 210, 29-9. Jordan Love, 225, 25-11. Jalen Hurts, 193. Not even 200 yards a game, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. But that his ability to convert like almost all of them.
Yeah, so that checks out, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, somewhere 3.5 to 1. Yeah.
All right, my man. It's great to see you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. Are you going down there Sunday?
Going down there tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Bringing the whole family.
All
Like,
right.
Mom, dad, everybody.
Okay.
So having
Not
good
a
time.
single quarterback, and this surprised me. I thought because of those gaudy numbers that like Baker and Burrow, but no one averaged 300 a game.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
they do at times, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you do watch the season thinking like they're throwing for 350
It
yards.
feels like it, right? Because you know what happens, and you only notice it with your quarterback because he makes you nervous. But all of these quarterbacks will have a clunker or two along the way where they throw for like the Bills will win a game and Josh Allen will throw for 112 yards, 9 for 19 because they do something else.
And then everybody you play in fantasy for the whole year throws for 400.
Right.
This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Start your college game day tailgate early.
I'm RJ Saunders. Get everything you need to know before the games begin.
It's the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
Served up by Sonny's Barbecue.
Friday night at 6 on 1010XL.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
It's time to elevate your back-to-school style with luxury and a brand new Cadillac.
Discover the 2025 Luxury XT6, a spacious 7-seat SUV starting at just $49,195. Perfect for carpooling or weekend adventures.
That's right, or step up your game with the stunning 2026 Vistique, Escalade, and Escalade IQ.
I want to go back to school in style.
You can. Visit us at Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. This school year, it's all about style.
Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resist all on approved credit. Upgrade her diamond ring this summer with no money down and 0 interest for 5 years. Don't miss this killer offer from Beard's Diamonds. 5 years, 0 interest financing till the year 2030. Not just on engagement rings, also on earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now and pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. So that $5,000 gift comes out to just $85 a month. Beard's Diamonds is Jacksonville's locally owned source for exquisite jewelry. We can do things the big corporate jewelers can only dream of, like lowering interest rates all the way down to 0. All GIA certified diamonds are included in this. Rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, you can spread your payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beard's Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down and spread your payments over 5 years. But hurry, this is a limited time offer that ends August 31st and will not be extended. Beard's Diamonds, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beard's. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hello. The Checkmate Coatings phone line has you covered from the floor up. From tough sports topics to strong surfaces, Checkmate Coatings is your floor's missing piece and your connection to the sports world on 1010XL.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the duck.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I don't want no short people, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling y'all boys would be good at beat Shazam.
Yeah. It's got to be
y'all's
like
wheelhouse.
early 70s.
Wheelhouse.
Short people is who sang this song?
People got Randy Newman.
That's right.
No reason.
He's the one to sing I Love L.A.
Short people got.
Who was it a shot at? Is there a story there? Was he taking a shot at somebody?
Got no reason to live.
Hey, that's the lyrics?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, that's definitely a diss.
Yeah, it's a diss. That's what I'm saying. Randy Newman said, that I love L.A. We love it. That's him. Same guy. I have a question just to see if you can answer it. I think you will. There's a process of elimination there. Todd Golden's been making the rounds. Florida's starting their basketball practices. They had a media day. He was on a podcast with a guy.
The song was intended by Newman to be a satire about prejudice more broadly, as with many of his songs, such as Rednecks. Newman wrote the song from the point of view of a biased narrator. So, not necessarily, but it certainly comes off as.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's that was a miss. He was trying to take up for him, it sounds like, and instead it came across the other way. I was mentioning, though, Todd Golden is talking about the good team down in Gainesville. That'd be that basketball team that has legitimate chances of repeating as national champs. If you look at any bracketology, they're number one. We'll get more into basketball as we get there, and also maybe perhaps depending on how Billy Napier's football season goes. But Florida, don't misunderstand. They got an incredible schedule. They will compel us to watch basketball in November and December this year. They play Arizona. They play Duke. They play a lot of good teams. It's going to be a fun ride. And
I got a lot of the boys wanting to, because,
go to Vegas.
Cameron Indoor.
Can you get in? Can you get tickets?
That's tough.
Yeah.
But that's a bucket list.
Sure.
That's
for sure.
one you'd like to go to. So.
Yeah. I don't know. When you think of those types of
stadiums. If you can go see your school play there, that's pretty good.
Look, Wrigley, Fenway, Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think that Cameron Indoor would be be among those for sure. But what I was going to get to is they asked Todd Golden, a question about this team, and he said Tommy and repeating because Florida had a team that repeat, and Golden, I like Golden. He admits it, man. Yeah, I thought about it, right? We have a good team. We should have one of the best front courts, yada, yada, yada. But he compared Thomas Houck, to it didn't quite go carbon copy, but a really, 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 really close, tight comp to a member of that back-to-back team? Who would you think it would be?
Thomas Houck to one of the back-to-backers?
I left out one of the descriptions he looked. That made it an easier answer without the description, and I'll tell you what it was after. That made it easier for me.
Has it surprised you?
Well, no, because if you really think about it, it's got to be Corey Brewer because of his versatility.
Yeah.
It is Corey Brewer, but he doesn't have a Corey Brewer vibe to me. Brewer, I thought, is like much quicker and thinner, but
I think he thinks that. I think his point is you're going to see him play more like Corey Brewer.
Perimeter.
Yeah.
That is what he was saying. He said he can shoot like Corey Brewer.
Well, he hit some big threes in that Texas Tech game.
He's got ice water, too. He ain't afraid of the moment.
No,
those guys. Those guys, they're not afraid of the moments.
Yeah.
And that's what Walter was. I don't know if that, by osmosis, that transferred over to him.
Condon I worry about more than Houck in terms of that.
Different kind of player, so he won't have those key moment, ball in his hands kind of moment.
Mm-hmm.
But just a couple other, and we'll move on. But Golden also, he's better than advertised with Lee in particular, and loves Boogie Flan. I just think Boogie is a top guy, but he loves Lee. He said that Lee, man, he's unguardable, bro. He's hard. He does it all. Dishes. He's offensively. He is way better offensive player than we thought. So
back to back, baby. It's funny, when I was at the Clay County Gator Club, we were talking about the Natty, and you got to go back and look at those games and the comebacks and the shots that had to go in that went in. It wasn't like one game, right?
It was magic. You catch magic.
It was. They caught it, man.
Yeah.
UConn, they could have knocked them out, and that would have been it.
Before the second game, that was UConn.
That was UConn.
No, but they had Texas Tech had them by 8 with 2 minutes to go.
9, yes.
3 minutes to go.
2.5 to go, man.
Auburn had them, and they came back late in the Final Four.
It was. Who's the one we're forgetting? Is UConn, Tech, Auburn, Houston? The first game was the only one.
Gosh, now you got to make me go back. Okay, we went Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was Auburn in the Final Four.
They'll jump on and tell us. I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
On
it's just too much going on here. Let's see. It's just too much. I mean, who was the 6th team?
That's what I'm trying to think.
They had the easy one. The second game it's the second game because UConn was the third one. The second game also Pitt or Maryland.
Maryland.
That's
no, they hammered Maryland.
No, they were losing by. Well, they hammered them first half with 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the game, they were down 6. It wasn't the end though. Your point. Yeah. It wasn't a last minute comeback.
Yeah,
so you're right. But they did trail, but no, not deep into the second. But Maryland would be the they would be the last team.
Yeah.
So but then from UConn on.
Oh, yeah.
Every game, the next 4
That's
games.
what I'm saying. You catch that.
And it's so awesome when it works in your way because it adds to so much. They made a lot of basketball fans.
But it's so hard to do.
It is. That Gator team had something else in common. It's weird because Florida football is good, and everybody who's not a Gator hates them.
See, everything's cool.
But the Gator basketball program, this is the second one in a row that, you've got friends that are Georgia and FSU fan that can't, they don't dislike them. Because of how they played, like the first go round, and Clayton was just so money.
Oh God,
gosh, he was money, man. What an unbelievable performance he gave, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to football when we come back on the other side. It is a GFL Friday. That's a Green for Life. We're gonna show a little attention to Edward Waters College. They play 6 or 7 Saturdays here in town over the course of the year. They have their season opener this weekend. So, quick status report on them as we move through the rest of our morning. But we'll be back with more next here. You're listening live on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Gang, it's the final week of Beards Diamond's incredible free finance offer. Hicken here this week only, this weekend only. Make any purchase, spread those payments over 5 years without a dime in interest payments. You got to make the decision now, gang. Not just on engagement rings, but what a great time. Earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry. Buy now, pay nothing down, spread your payments over 5 years. What a great way to buy, and nobody else does it. 5 years, 0 interest. You can even finance the sales tax. All GIA certified diamonds are included. Rounds, princess cuts, ovals, pear shapes, cushion cuts, emerald cuts. Whether you get a $5,000 diamond or a $50,000 diamond, spread those payments over 5 whole years. Get the Beards Diamonds unbeatable price. Pay 0 down and spread your payments over 5 years. Lots of people are doing this, but time is running out. This offer ends on Sunday and will not be extended. Beards Diamonds, say hello to the Lupos when you go over there at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, gang. Shop Beards.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Feeling the Florida heat? Frank Frangie here. Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 6 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Hey, Niall Lawrence Stample, national champion and owner of NLS Cleaning here, where we offer pressure washing, gutter cleaning, and paver sealing, plus window cleaning. Football season is back. Get 20% off your first service when you mention this ad through September 30th. Call 708-8802.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner with honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Overheard in the break would never make air, never in a million years. That happens.
Fun if it did.
Nothing untoward. No, I don't like. Yeah, we're not. Nothing untoward. It would have passed all FCC regulations. A question on the text line.
Man, the AJC is dropping its print edition.
Everyone should.
Wow.
Here's what's happening.
Somebody tweeted out, I feel compelled to share one of the greatest moments in print design history is Louis Grizzard. Remember him in the column?
Sure.
Grizzard's report from the Tech Georgia game.
I think Grizzard may have been a Tech guy, actually.
He was. Athens. Frankly, I don't want to talk about it. Just plain.
No, that's good. I love the AJC hit as an Atlanta fan. Whenever I could pick one up earlier, and when I say early, even early adulthood, there was a day, 20, 30 years ago where in our business, you'd run to the newsstand in the morning and get newspapers from 4 or 5 cities, but you could get them for a quarter. Here's what else has happened to the newspaper industry. Mm-hmm. It's lost its impact and its effect, and they're charging like 1,000 times what they used to. Do you know how much a daily paper is? If you went and bought the pamphlet up at the store, do you know how much it is?
No.
The daily? $3-4. $3-4 for a daily paper with 2 and 3 day old news, not just here but around. So done some. Atlanta's an awful big market though. You got that's not good for the newspaper industry. At what's the drop dead date? When will every single newspaper be gone? It's happening.
I don't know.
It's happening. I wonder if it'll be our lifetime. And then there'll be a story like there is about the one Blockbuster that's left. There'll be one newspaper 40 years from now still running in, Tupelo.
Micah wanted 4 years. Jerry offered 5. Micah got 47 per. Jerry offered 40 and a half. So
that's significant then.
Yeah.
But you said
again,
that
the tax kind of
The agents don't show them that part. Agents don't pay that tax.
Right.
The agent is where he is. So, you wonder if they don't steer a guy to Florida or Texas or somewhere where, because here's the deal. When you get paid that much, that tax burden is significant. It's millions of dollars it can be, right?
Mm-hmm. We should mention a couple things. One, somebody popped this out and Fred responded to it. And it's pretty interesting. It's a contributing writer and analyst to the Pro Football Hall of Fame statistician. Fred Taylor averaged 102.2 yards from scrimmage over a 127-game stretch.
Okay.
That's right. Not a typo. 102.2 yards a game for a decade would be 1,737 per season at 17 games. Ridiculous. That's how good he was. And another statistic that should tell you why he should be in the Hall of Fame.
It's like these statistics that you hear that set Fred so far ahead. It's like those guys in the room don't even comprehend them.
Right.
Like the arguments that we make and the stats that we point out, I just don't know how he's not in.
And then, Corso carries a great clout. His final show tomorrow. And I was talking, I saw some video. He was flying to, I guess, Columbus.
Okay.
And they were honoring him while he was waiting for his flight. So the guy, we just want to thank the coach. He's here. Everybody gave him a round of applause, which is nice. And then the other thing, like I was out in the Bay yesterday, and one of my neighbors just came up to me and we started talking. He wanted to talk about Corso and his final game and how it's so college football fans, much like you brought up Vital, much like college basketball fans, love Lee Corso. They're different kind of people, but they both were very passionate and sort of mascotty, but kind of in a great way. Lee Corso, 286 and 144 in his headgear picks, 66.5%.
I saw that. It's a pretty good record.
That's a pretty good rate.
Yeah. He's undefeated with, who was he? He was 17-0 picking USC.
Was he?
Yeah. So if it's a headgear game and Corso shows up and UFC's involved, you better hope like heck he doesn't pick USC because that's been a guaranteed. Are you ready for this one? By the way, I listen. I understand safety and precaution, but golly, heck, we played football for 100 years in this country, and the number of football players or spectators that were struck by lightning, I don't remember a single one.
Okay.
I'm sure it's happened somewhere.
Okay.
But lately, once that radar says there's a thunderstorm anywhere in your area, they clear it all out. You have these interminable delays, and I fear we may be headed for that tomorrow in Tallahassee.
Oh, no.
I'm looking at the game time kickoff. 3 o'clock, right? That way they play at 3:30, right?
Yeah.
4 o'clock, it is 49% chance of rain with scattered thunderstorms. At 5 o'clock, 42% scattered thunderstorms. 6 o'clock, 61% thunderstorms. All the way through 8 o'clock, still 56% and scattered thunderstorms. So, the rain on one area could impact what we see on the field, the game plan. But more than that, just from the selfish fan standpoint, man, those delays, they're brutal to deal with. And by the way, in Gainesville, we seem to have one every year too. So I would imagine the same weather system could be in play tomorrow didn't one year they had to just cancel the game?
Idaho.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
No bueno.
We got one play, and ironically, Shea Showers ran it back like 60 yards, but then it rained again.
Yeah, it rained again, and they called it. Yeah. Maybe that's another reason, Dan, that despite the heat, you play these early season games at noon. You don't get delayed at noon.
Yeah.
If you play those games at 4:35, 6 in the evening in the summer, you know there's going to be a thunderstorm in Florida almost every day.
Right.
So it's kind of not even a catch-22. It's you're screwed as soon as you schedule the game.
Right.
Does Herbstreit not look strange there? What's going on? Did he lose his upper teeth or something? Does he look weird there? Heck, what's going on with Herbstreit? Does he look different up top there? Huh? Doesn't he look different or no? What happened?
Oh.
Or am I just seeing things?
No, it looks like he got punched or something.
Right? He looks like his mouth, he looks like he got punched in the face. And his upper lip is like swollen or something. Is that what's going on? Like I said before, it looks like he's lost his top teeth. I don't know. It could be the TV. Could be the angle. TV. I mean, I don't begin to hazard a guess. Today's Shazam Spotlight comes courtesy of the woeful Atlanta Braves. And more precisely, the spotlight is on one of the opponents last night. Boy, I like that Kyle Schwarber. There's a few guys around the league that I wish were a Brave. Schwarber's one of those.
Well, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he just goes up and just whacks away. Now, he doesn't fit in Atlanta, although I'll put him in there as a DH anyway. Schwarber last night hit 4 home runs. There's a couple of Shazams here. One, a Shazam, courtesy of the Murray Ford Superstore Stark in Kingsland, is the fact that just 21 players have had 4 home run games in the majors, and we talked about this earlier. There's actually been more perfect games in Major League history than there have been 4 home run games. More irony, more Shazam, only 21 in history, 3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
More Shazam, of the 3 this year, 2 were given up by, you guessed it, the sad sack Atlanta Braves. The Braves lost to the Phillies 48-3 last night. Some sort of football score, 21-4. I'm not sure, but that's today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We have been so content heavy here. We're playing a little bit of catch up. You are listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Start the season with a college football storm. The Hurricanes and Fighting Irish. Tradition, talent, and touchdowns. Miami, Notre Dame. Sunday night at 7:30 on Jacksonville's college football station, 1010XL.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor, climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at AtlanticInfinity.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway Sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at Everbank.com/London.
When you decide to sell your home, you don't need struggles, you need solutions. You don't need problems, you need promises. What you need, are those real estate experts I know and trust. It's Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. Right now, Jacksonville area homes are selling. Getting the right price, you gotta have the right people on your side. You need the right marketing. You need proven systems. You need to hire experts. And Chad and Sandy know how to create demand. That's what's crucial. In fact, they're so good at it, they make you this guarantee. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Just call today, would you? Tom and Nicole in Mandarin, I got a new job. We found a new home. We had to move out of state. Now we would have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Hire Chad and Sandy, and like magic, Chad and Sandy listed and sold our home in 72 hours. Full asking price. It's not magic, gang. Find out for yourself. Call 414-6200, 414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com, chadandsandy.com.
I'm Max Fink on your Gator station. 1010XL is your pipeline to Gator Nation. Listen to the Gator Report all year round.
Freshened up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators. 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Duval Fence is looking for the best in fence installers. Check out DuvalFence.com right now and fence in a great job opportunity. From estimates to installers, they're looking for you right now. Log on to DuvalFence.com for all the details. Equal opportunity employer.
These are the last days for Monahan Jewelers store-wide 40 to 50% off sale. These are the biggest savings we could possibly offer, with everything on display discounted 40 to 50% off, ending Saturday, August 30th. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it, and the only way to do that is to give you huge deals at 40 to 50% off everything. And the sale ends this Saturday, August 30th. Diamond jewelry, colored gemstones, gold chains, everything. Everything on display is 40 to 50% off at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Hey, Prosper, when it comes to game day and your snack time, I know some of you guys are just, you go dip crazy. Well, here's one for you. You can't miss with Daisy French Onion Dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip. There's Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Get them both game changers. These are delicious, homemade. That makes the difference in a homemade dip. Made with real herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Even me.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
The Jaguars signed Jordan Lewis in the offseason. He's a slot corner. He signed from the Dallas Cowboys. So certainly his eyebrows went up yesterday when his former teammate Micah Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers. He is active on social media. He threw out a wow, and he threw out a go get your money. Go get your money. That's how players look at it, and that's fine. Lewis signed with the Jaguars. Highest paid nickel corner in the NFL, $30 million over 3 seasons. Nothing like what Micah Parsons got. Lewis spent 8 years with the Cowboys. That means he played the last 4 on defense with Micah Parsons. That's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. Benefits are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. You hear what I'm saying. Offers too good to pass up. That's why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work. They take care of their employees. Rapidly growing, been around for more than 50 years. They are stable, family-owned and operated. Here's your opportunity. If you're looking for something new and something wonderful, check them out at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Oh! Dear. Who's throwing this at us?
Your boy.
Oh, okay. Bring it. Don't sing it.
Did a little research, fellas. And
about time. Research department you used to be.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a little tough.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh? You're dealing with there. I don't know.
You're full of it.
All right, bet. Last night, Kyle Schwarber became the 21st player.
That's right.
To hit 4 taters.
Okay.
4 boomers.
Yeah.
4 home runs in the game.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I have a list here of the first 20 that's done it.
Okay, how many are since 1970?
Okay, I can
get a bunch.
Because I bet you we're going to get a lot more than you think. I can go ahead and take care of the short-term memory. I'll take care of that for us. Nick Kurtz and Eugenio Suarez have done it this year.
Okay, boom and boom.
I'd like you to scratch off one of your guys. I believe Fat Bob did it.
He did. Fat Bob Horner did do it back in about 1986, maybe.
Yeah, right. What's Fat Bob's name? So I can
Horner.
Bob Horner. Bob Horner, Atlanta Braves. Didn't Mark Whitten hit 4 in a game?
Whitten hit
Mark
4 in a
Whitten
game.
spells Whiten, Witten. Mark Whitten, he had 4 in a game.
Pretty sure Michael Jack Schmidt did it for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Cubs game. Now, did Tuffy Rose hit 3 or 4?
3.
That was like an opener. All right, now it gets a little. What about is Glenn Allen Hill, or is he just? I'm just thinking about him and doing that whole arachnophobia thing. Yeah.
I think Lou Gehrig did it.
He was the first.
He was the first.
I'm trying to remember when that's it.
I don't think.
I
don't think he was the first.
He wasn't.
I think because I read this last night, and this is why.
Oh, okay, good. So we got help here.
Schwarbs. It was not funny, but it was.
I think I'm
funny.
done. I can't. That's it for my memory. I'd be guessing.
Schwarbs.
Actually, no, he was the first in 1932.
I don't know, because Schwarbs is the second Philly to do it, and the other Philly did it, went over the Niagara Falls in a barrel and died. And so they said, good news, Schwarbs.
Ouch.
Only half of the, or I forget what it did.
That got dark.
Yeah, it got dark.
Only half will die in a
that guy's name, I'm pretty, that was it.
Yeah.
And that guy's name, I'm pretty sure, was Big Ed Delahunty.
Yep,
You've heard me mention his name before, right?
Yep.
Have you heard me say Big Ed Delahunty?
Yeah, I've heard the name before.
Okay.
Yeah, 1896.
Okay, so Gehrig wasn't the first.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't even a second.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, well that I don't.
That's probably it's probably. And that, by the way, I wonder if Delahunty hit inside the Parkers too.
I'll tell you this: there was somebody who did it before Delahunty.
Yeah, we don't even know the names.
I think I didn't. Didn't the Reds dude?
What recent? Oh yeah. No. It's it's the.
You know what I'm talking about? He had a funny.
It wasn't Steer. It was.
No, that's.
No. Yeah. No. I know. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, there was a Reds guy just a couple of years ago.
The guy did it for the Reds recently.
Yep.
It's like Sean or Steve or something.
It was in 2017.
Oh, that long ago.
That's that long. Yeah.
But you were going up the right tree where you said something about an S.
Yeah, it's like Steve. Sean.
No, he's got like
Scott. It's
Ooh, you get close.
Scott. Isn't it SS or no?
No.
Okay. No. All right, then I'm not gonna.
What is it?
I don't know.
Scooter Jeanette.
Yep.
Scooter Jeanette. That's
Scooter
what
Jeanette.
it is. Scott threw me off.
Scooter.
I think Say Hey did it.
Willie Mays.
Say Hey, Willie Mays did do it.
Okay.
In 1961.
Yeah, these are guessing. I'll just be guessing home run.
How many have we got?
Point.
Y'all gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's it? Only 8 out of 21?
Well, if you count 21, 9.
I think. The rest of them. The only.
Didn't one of the Musial or somebody's not known as a home run hitter do it? Like Hornsby or Musial, somebody that's not known.
Did we say? Who have we said? I think I got one more.
Delahunty, Willie Mays, Schmidt, Horner, Whitten, Jeanette, Suarez, Schwarber,
Sean Green.
Kurtz, yep. Sean Green has done it.
Sean Green and Kurtz, that's 10.
That's it. I'm done.
That's it. Who are the rest?
I got nothing.
All right, we got Pat Seray back in 48. Rocky Colavito.
That's a Cleveland Indian.
Mike Cameron.
Yeah.
Wow.
In 2002.
Mike Cameron?
Yeah, I get probably for Seattle.
I don't remember that.
Probably for Seattle.
Yeah, for Seattle against the Red Sox.
Wow.
Carlos Delgado.
I don't remember that
Not
either.
with the Mets.
No, but that was
That was 2003 with the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Josh Hamilton.
I do remember that.
Should have got him.
I remember that.
Should have got him.
Let's see. Bobby Lowe. He was the first to do it.
Okay.
1894.
Okay.
Chuck Clean, or is that Chuck Klein?
Chuck Klein.
Gil Hodges.
Gil Hodges.
I should have got Gil.
Yeah.
Joe Adcock.
Joe Adcock's a Brave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's one. I was thinking there was Adcock's a name I knew. Maybe that's
You know
what it
who
was.
his sister is? Peggy Babcock. Can you say that fast 5 times?
Oh,
Nope.
gosh.
Nope.
Do it.
And then
Do it,
the
E.
last person is
Yeah.
JD Martinez.
Yeah. Oh, JD.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Yep.
Say Peggy Babcock fast
All right.
5 times.
I've got good news, bad news for you.
Why don't you want him to say it? I want him to say it.
Yeah, we've done this before.
I like it, though.
Well, then go ahead.
Oh, he's got coach.
All right.
We got to go to break, don't we?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you
All right.
good news, bad news first.
All
though.
right, go ahead.
on your dream trip to Cameron Indoor.
Okay.
Okay. The good news is,
Yeah, you can get tickets.
Here on SeatGeek, you can get tickets.
Okay.
The bad news is, right now, the cheapest ticket would be in the upper deck behind the basket there, and that'd be $1,381.
Well, as you know, I'm friends with the Hangover guy.
Bradley Cooper.
Huh?
You talking about Chow, Leslie
Yeah,
Chow.
Leslie Chow and me are buddies.
Oh, is he a Duke grad?
He's a Duke grad. Oh, yeah.
By the way, if you really want to splurge, I can get you center court, second level.
Okay.
$5,949.
I'll let you know.
By the way, hey, Duke, nothing charming anymore. Build a 25-seat arena. What are you doing?
Oh, I mean, you like Cameron, though.
Yeah, but isn't it like
a bucket lister?
But it's a supply and demand. The Carmichael did it eventually. They built the Dean Dome. It holds 20,000. I mean, Carmichael Arena. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Remember at Carmichael Arena back in the old days, they'd have those little flip card scoreboards. They'd be standing they would be sitting down at the corner near the end of the bench. Do you remember that or no? Remember those little vinyl scoreboards you'd use as a kid? You would flip the numbers over.
Yeah.
Remember they used to do that at Carolina games? Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all can look that up at Carolina game. This isn't that long ago in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be the main scoreboard, but it was like a tradition. They would put that guy would sit down there in the corners, opposite corners, and they would flip the scoreboard over with those little vinyl score sheets that we'd use back in the day. All right, come back, talk a little EWC football and a hot seat list that none of us would have thought would be missing a certain name. That and more when we return. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
This is Leon Washington from Andrew Jackson High School, Florida State University, and the New York Jets.
You're listening to 1010XL.
1010XL.
92.5 FM.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 29, 2012, the USADA strips Lance Armstrong of his 7 Tour de France titles.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same way. We pay a lot of money monthly, so if you need something to happen, we need you. You need to be there. That's how Kaprosky Agency, Craig and Chris Kaprosky and Goosehead Insurance look at things as well, and that's why I appreciate them so much. Listen, they saved me money. I'm sold on those guys, man. They actually made my mortgage payment go down because of my homeowner's insurance, and I appreciate that so very much. In this day and age, nothing goes down, as you guys know. So whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, you know what I would do? I'd get an insurance checkup, and they're so simple to get a hold of, and they'll do it, and they'll tell you straight up. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422, 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Going into the season opener, Jag head coach Liam Cohen says the running game is to be determined.
I do believe was showing progress throughout that time. Are we there yet? It's hard to say.
Friday Night Lights lineup includes Jackson at Rebo. Bishop Kenny will face University Christian. You can hear that game live at 7 on 1010XL 92.5. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:08, it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece.
I see what you're doing in there, E.T. Edward Waters University. Tigers open their football season. Man, I tell you what, if you're going to have to go, find a coach to steer you through this season, I'm curious, what magic, genie bottle they got Brian Jenkins out of. Oh. We've been in Florida for a lot of years, Hick. Yeah. Do you remember 5-6 year stretches where Bethune-Cookman won 80% of their games? There haven't been a lot of them.
Not many.
Brian Jenkins, as head coach of Bethune-Cookman, and from 10 to 14 produced one of those, 46-14, a couple playoff berths, 3 in fact. One or shared 4 MEAC conference titles, and so I would say Edward Waters University's quite content and fortunate to have him leading the way this year. And he joins us right now on the hotline as we get you prepped for some Edward Waters football this year. And it's 5 or 6 home games here on the home field during the fall. They will open at Savannah State tomorrow. But first, Coach, thanks for joining us. And kind of give us the game plan on how it worked out that you were here at Edward Waters.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to be on your first class show.
Oh, thank you.
You guys do a wonderful job, explaining things that's going on in the sports world and different things like that. I'm just very grateful and humble to be in the position I'm in. Truly a blessing. I'm still kind of on a high, after the change, but I'm excited. I tell you that I'm really excited about the opportunity, and I really think we got a good football team. We're a work in progress, of course. It's a lot of things that are still in the phase of development and change. I mean, I've only been in the seat for 6 weeks, but I've been here going on 5 years, so kind of know the lay of the land and have an understanding of things and a good feel for the players. So, the main thing is to put that me and my staff wanted to do is just to get our guys to be competitive, disciplined, and detailed, and that gives us a chance to win any game. So going into this game against a tough Savannah State football team, a well-coached team, a very talented team, we just want to be able to go into this game and, like I say, compete, be disciplined and detailed, and give ourselves a chance to win.
When you take over as you did, how much, and now that you get to you're the head coach, so you want to put your imprint on the program, but how much change can you make this far along in the process?
Well, that was the thing. I didn't want to come in and try to overhaul things and rebuild the house because it's just not enough time. So, me and my staff sat down and we targeted some areas that we needed to adjust, and we targeted some areas that we needed to change. And, we went at it. And, I talked to several head coaches in the game at every level, guys in the Big Ten that I know, and the SEC and different places, and got some advice on it. And I took their advice, and then, like I say, me and my staff put a plan together to adjust some areas and then pick 3 areas that we needed to target to change. And in doing that, I think we've been able to build in 6 weeks a competitive football team that's going to go out and play and give us a chance to win every ball game.
Strengths, coach. As you go, what things can you rely on, and what is your definition of competitive? What are your expectations? And I don't expect you to say we're going to be 6-4, Jeff, but you know what I'm saying. Do you expect to have a football team that's going to find itself in most games?
Right. Well, my definition of being a competitive and expectation is first being fundamentally sound in order to operate and play at a high level, and being able to execute flawlessly without making any type of miscues or mistakes. And then the third thing is, operate off of our trained behavior, and then instinctively, our trained behavior would allow us to operate at a high level. So, looking at those 3 things, that's what I believe competing and our, expectation is. And if we can do those things, I really believe we give ourselves a chance to win ball games.
Coach, I see that you played collegiately at Cincinnati. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on the Kelsey Taylor Swift engagement?
You know what? I was smart enough not to get into that.
We're not, Coach. We're not. You're not on with Mensa this morning.
Had to ask.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, the Edward Waters will open at Savannah State tomorrow. The home opener is next Saturday against Miles College. Brian Jenkins is the coach there. And we wish you a ton of luck, Coach. Don't be a stranger. Pop in anytime.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys once again having me on. Like I say, first class. You guys do such a wonderful job, and I'm honored to be on this morning. And hopefully I'll get a chance to come on again.
Well, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words
Coach.
as well. Good luck this weekend. Let's take a quick time out. Speaking of coaches, if I would have told you this time last year, go ahead, Hick. Let's look ahead next year to the coaches on the hot seat list.
Okay.
Billy
NFL?
College. Billy Napier would have been one of 2 places. At the top of that list or fired.
Yeah.
So is he on any kind of hot list anymore? The coaches on the hot list in college football include some big names, at least according to one outlet here. We'll take a look at that and more. Huge trade in the NFL. Jags continue preps for their season opener. It is a Football Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. While you were watching the ball, he saw what happened in the trenches.
I'm Jeff Lauderman.
And he tells you about it every Tuesday. Check the tape. 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here with the game changer. Look, we've looked at the field, and Checkmate Coatings is the one for jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. Better play, better results. Talked to Brendan numerous times. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, does an unbelievable job, knows all about floor coatings, man. Garage, change your garage, patio, your pool deck, even your driveway. They're true Jacksonville crews. They keep the prices low with no massive overhead, man. They care. They'll talk to you. They'll spend time with you. Slam dunk those floors of yours at checkmatecoatings.com. That's where you can learn all about it. Checkmatecoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings, gang. Learn them, know them, love them. They're your floors missing piece.
Hunters know patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnet Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Jaguars football is officially back. Be there as number 2 overall draft pick Travis Hunter, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and new head coach Liam Cohen take the field for the first time during the 2025 NFL regular season. Secure your seats for when the Jaguars take on the Panthers September 7th by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Football season is back, baby. Hicken here, and I know I'm excited to get back to watching some ball over the weekend. But with the fun comes responsibility. Taking care of your skin while outside, extremely important. We know it feels like 100 out there, and that sun is blazing. Make sure you bring the screen while loading up all that tailgate. It's simple. Protect your skin. It's the Sunshine State. To help you protect your skin, Beaches Dermatology is here. I've been going to them for years, and my skin thanks me for it. Book your appointment today at beachesdermatology.com.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Oh, yeah! Uncle Leo in the house! Take it, Leo. Oh, good times. I'm vibing with football. Vibing with Leo. Jacksonville's alive out there right now, driving down the road. Alive. It's Friday, man. Y'all know you stop at noon.
Y'all know that.
You know what's going on. You make me feel like dancing.
Oh.
You make me feel like dancing.
Ooh.
You make me feel like dancing. What do I feel like, E?
I feel like dancing.
Big finish coming up, E.
Come on now. Go get it now.
Gotta get it. Gotta
Go
get it
and
high.
get it now.
This isn't my favorite part.
Woo!
Yeah. Not my favorite
How many
part, but
games
hey,
do you
it's just
think the Gators have played in the swamp?
in history? Yeah. Oh, you mean the new swamp or Florida Field?
No, this stadium that's been there since 19.
Okay.
Long time.
Man, I tell you what, my first, and you were probably there when both ends weren't closed. Is that right?
Yes.
I feel like they had just closed one end when I got there in '85, but one end was still low to the ground.
Mm-hmm. How many games do you think?
Okay, so Florida was founded in 1853. They started playing football. What was 100 years SEC football a few years back? So they probably played how many seasons of football down there in Gainesville? Can you tell me that or no?
I can't say that. If I tell you that,
okay, yeah, that's fair.
makes it easy.
I'm going to say 612.
It's a good guess. They'll be playing their 500th game in the regular season finale against FSU. What percentage? What do you think their winning record is overall? Like what percentage?
I bet it's really good. Even when you're bad, you're good.
Mm-hmm. What do you think it is?
I'm going to say 78%.
75% against the SEC. It's 69%. Largest crowd, 90,916 in 2015 against FSU. Longest win streak, 30 from 94 to 99. Oh, let the good times roll.
Yeah.
Largest margin of victory, 82-6 against Central Mish in 1997. That might have been the game Dougie threw like 7 touchdowns.
Spurrier wasn't afraid to put it on some boys.
Yeah.
He keep throwing. He puts his guys in. I'm going to let them play too. And, so the one, though, there was only one where it was pointed. Like it was purposeful. And that was he did not like Bill Curry.
No, he did not like
Steve
Bill
Spurrier
Curry.
did not like Bill Curry. He put a 70 spot on Kentucky one afternoon in the swamp.
He sure did.
Conference teams don't give up 70. That just doesn't happen.
Let's go to the Checkmate Coatings hotline. Charlton K. Gainey, a.k.a. Mr. Tennessee, is ready to roll, for his Vols. I like the under in the Tennessee-Syracuse game, Mr. 10. What say you? 50.5.
I'm scared for you there. And by the way, Jeff, I would say that 62-37, 1995, not that Spurrier put on our head in Gainesville.
Personal, too?
No, I don't think it was personal. I just think it was they go get all you can.
Oh, yeah. You don't feel as bad against good teams, I think. When you're beating up a little, Central Mish, what did they do to get 82? Was that Gary Darnell, by the way?
Who?
That Central Mish coach that Spurrier put 82 on?
Oh, was it?
I hope it wasn't. I mean,
I don't think it was.
A former Gator.
Well, now as a Gator season ticket holder, I'm expecting at
Big
least,
fan.
Are you pumped up about tomorrow? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to just watch it?
Unfortunately, I can't get there from Houston for this one, but I'm expecting a pair of 7s tomorrow, okay? Like a 77. Can you
That's
give me a pair
fair.
of 7s?
There should be. There should be a pair
I'm
of
jacked for the Vols. I don't understand. I was shocked when I looked at the line and saw that the Tennessee was a 14-point favorite. I thought Syracuse was a good team.
No, it's 4-point, isn't it? Is it 14?
14, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was 14, and it dropped to 13.5. So
I may have, I got to be honest, I may have played Syracuse we were looking through. I saw that when I was busting through the lines, I saw it at 4. That made more sense.
A lot of new dudes with the Qs. Their quarterback's gone, but so is yours. So I don't know. Yeah, that's why I think it's going to be a little lower score than you think, but
I
shall
think
see.
we're probably going to score at least 35. Heck.
Oh, dear. Then I need a 35-10 game. I need you to cover then.
Absolutely. But anyway, Jack, that college football is back.
Yeah.
Super psyched for it. Can't wait to see how the season plays out. There's going to be some good games coming up. We'll be at the Georgia game. We'll be at Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Florida, and probably FSU, Florida.
That's a good schedule if you're just going to eavesdrop.
Season ticket holder.
If you're going to eavesdrop, that's the way to do it. That's a good one. All right.
Anybody needs tickets, hit me up.
There you go. What year did you say they beat Central Michigan?
97.
Yeah. 97. Gary Darnell was at Western Michigan. So it would have been hard for him to take that. Thank you, Steve. We don't want to put it on family like that, do you?
No.
If it had been Gary Darnell, I bet they wouldn't have run up 82. Just wondering. Joe, you is next. Okay. Hello, Joseph. Good morning. Happy football to you.
Top of the morning, boys.
You
Top
too.
of the morning. Hey, I moved here before my hurricane take, do you guys play? I played tennis growing up, like in high school and stuff. A net court. You know what a net court is?
Yeah, sure.
That's that's one of the most stupidest things is apologizing for a net court. For people that don't know, that's when the ball kind of hits the net and it goes over and it lands, and it's your point. You won.
Right.
A lot of times
hold on
people-
now. It's not like a formal apology, but yeah, it's according to form. It's a sheepish. That's all. I mean, the girl was wrong, but
like when Scheffler chipped the ball in from the fringe, he's like, wow, look, it went in. You got the point.
You see him do
it's
that.
a lucky thing.
Yeah.
But you're not required to apologize for it. That's the dumbest thing in the history of sports.
Well, I think what we have to do here is understand that you got one grumpy, God knows what situation she's under, mean, ugly woman that made a scene. All these other things you're mentioning aren't in most people's frame, right? So
Correct.
I don't disagree with you. You're right. It's not a big deal, but most do just kind of the tennis little nod. Oops, sorry, but whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm with you.
Hey, I moved here in 2002. This is a proud city, right? This is the first coast, bold city of the South. So what I want to implore Duval to do is get behind someone who is going to lead a team to greatness, which he's done at another school. But Carson Beck, bro, led the Mandarin Mustang to state championship.
Yes, he did.
That's our quarterback. The guy's thrown for over 7,900 yards.
Yeah.
The guy did not have a great offensive line last year, and his wide receivers led the country and dropped passes. That ain't happening this year, bro. That ain't happening this year, bro. I'm ready. The talking is over. Notre Dame has not won a game in Miami against the Hurricanes since 1977, and it ain't fitting to happen now.
Yeah.
Toe, Joe.
Plus 2.5. I got the Canes. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to welcome the Duval. It's
a great time of year. It's a great time of year. You're winning.
I want y'all to jump on this bandwagon because I was having the same talk last year as August 31st. We went into the swamp, and they backed down.
Is this necessary?
I mean,
is this necessary? Can't you just stick to Notre Dame?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
T. I'm not as patient I can be. That's not necessary.
What was that attack?
Go back to that.
Flybys.
You know what? I've kind of changed my thinking on this coach's hot seat list to include this. What's again, thinking rationally. Like, you ain't losing to LIU. There's a hot seat list here, and I've got a bunch of names, and they'll include, Hugh Freeze at Auburn and Sam Pittman at Arkansas and Brent Venables at Oklahoma, Brent Pry, Virginia Tech, Scott Satterfield didn't help himself last night, Cincinnati, Mike Gundy, Oklahoma State, Brent Brennan at Arizona, Trent Dilfer, UAB, Sonny Cumbie at Louisiana Tech, right?
Sonny Cumbie.
Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't others that could find their way on this list next year, but I'm here to say Billy Napier could be on this list in 2 weeks.
Sure he could.
It's so getting off of this list is a major accomplishment. We wouldn't have predicted not being on this list or fired.
No.
Right? And that Miami game is part of it. So, but man, I bring this up because USF, the ramping up of the Gator schedule got a little rampier, I think, with a USF play
top
last
25
night.
maybe. We'll see. Hey, do you know the movie, I believe it's called Single White Female? You know that movie?
I'm aware of it. It's been a while.
Can you give me do you remember the premise?
Yeah, there's this girl. I think it was Bridget Fonda, and she's a successful, a single young lady, and her neighbor becomes infatuated with her in her life,
right?
And she cuts her hair like her, she styles her like her, she sleeps with her boyfriend, the whole 9 yards.
Okay,
so that's the premise is like wanting to be someone else so much you almost pretend to be them.
I don't know what to call this movie that I saw last night, but it's happening, and it's making me uncomfortable.
You're watching a lot of movies lately.
I'm going to call it, I guess I'm going to call it Single White Dylan.
Okay, what is the movie?
Single White Rayola.
Oh, it wasn't a movie.
I mean, what are we doing
Mahomes
here?
Thing?
Yeah, enough. I mean, I don't need this.
Didn't he say that he's not trying to
bull?
Yeah, I know,
I almost said a bad word.
Right.
I mean, no. I mean, he is like to the T, bro. It's
Definitely.
Uncomfortable. He's going to show up with a Britney lookalike here in a second, like
Brittany Mahomes,
and then he's going to name his kids bronze, gold, and silver. I mean, what are we doing, Rayola?
Yeah. Does he wear 15?
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, are you kidding
got
me?
the same
He dresses
hair.
like him. The hair. He's now doing the
gestures.
Huddle up.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, what are we doing, dude? You don't play like him at all. I mean, at least if you're going to play like them, then we can talk.
This just in. No one plays like him.
Single white Rayolas, this has got to stop.
Yeah.
It's creeping on.
That's a good one.
It's giving me some uncomfortable vibes.
Single Samoan quarterback, we'll call it.
I mean, how's Dad letting this happen? Dad was.
Well, I don't know. I guess
this kid's Matthew Stafford's godson. I'd rather, I mean, what do we got going on here?
I didn't see a bunch of the game last night. In fact, I wasn't watching it live when I went to watch, some Sports Center this morning. The replay was on, so I watched the fourth quarter of that game.
I mean, he hung 20 on the Natty.
Yeah,
I mean,
they just don't. I don't know what in the world. I just don't know what's happened to Nebraska. I mean, it happened years ago, but why can't they ever get it right?
Allegedly, they got,
They should go back to the Big 12. They really should. I guess the Big 10 probably so much money you would never.
They got young Patrick. I mean, what are we doing over there?
Pat Mahomes. Not exactly throwing up a 700-yard game like Mahomes did in college.
Mahomes at Tech was,
That's fair.
I mean, I'm 33 of 42, which is great, but I threw for 243 yards. You know what that screams to me? Check down Charlie.
It's a stressful time of year, so we will open the drill mailbag when we return. It's a GFL Friday. Sometimes advice is hard to take. Sometimes it's easy. We'll see where it falls when we return.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Jags now have a roster that's better than I thought it would be when this whole group got together. There was a lot of work to be done. There were a lot of cuts to be made, including players brought in by the previous regime. But this group knew what they were doing. I'm a little concerned about defensive tackle. I'm a little concerned about safety. But I like the roster more than I thought I would, and I can't wait to see him play in the regular season. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Experience professional grade at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere else in Jacksonville. So shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or at the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH, Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Michael Tousell in Jacksonville at 904-425-4100.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
At Performance Painting, we've spent decades protecting commercial properties with durable, long-lasting coatings. And we can bring the same expertise when painting the exterior of your home. With industry-leading materials and a proven process, we extend the life of your home, reducing maintenance costs and preserving its value. Now, for a limited time, save $500 when you hire us to paint your home's exterior. Just mention 1010XL. Go to performancepainting.com to schedule a friendly estimate. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, time to cool down. I'm not cooling down. I'm pumped up for football. I'm pumped up for Jonah Tong night, too, down at Citi Field.
Let me see that tongue. I am cooling down. It's officially over, Braves fans. Yeah. Needed to go 30-0 to get in, and or 29-0. Last night's loss to the Phillies.
Lost.
Yeah, officially caps the season in the playoff race. A lot of Braves fans were trying to get me engaged in a playoff race. I just giggled at them and said, okay, and well, here we are.
I'm cooling down swamp sessions that's going down, man.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Oh, that's going to be on and popping.
That's just a warm-up, though.
Right.
Just get ready. Just get ready. Hey, you guys want to know one big reason why I've survived 40 years on local TV? It's not my good looks, but my good-looking suits, shirts, and ties, and that's because of Oceanside Cleaners. I'm telling you, man, they outclass everyone in the industry. They are the creme de la creme in cleaning. I mean, Michael P. Harris and family, it's a labor of love. They've been doing it for 35 years. They'll show you all around the place. They got stability. They got success. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. And they'll do the dry cleaning, the laundry, the bedding. Yeah. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations to serve you. By the way, they'll pick up and deliver, which is great. They don't just clean, they care.
Right around the corner, no? Is that where they still are?
Right
so
there.
you don't even need the delivery anymore. You can just pop in and out on your way.
Mm-hmm. With that said, they sponsor today's Deer Drill.
They might be second guessing that.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's Jacksonville for you.
Give it as best we can. You come with a question. This became incredibly popular. I did not know that we were as inspirational.
Hey, listen, Deer Drill
Need some music. Deer Drill music, please.
Deer Drill music, please. Thank you. Again, this is not sexual, but
can be. Never know.
Can be.
Maybe that's the right answer to all these questions.
Dear Drill, my daughter, we'll call her Violet, lives about 2 hours away. She and her mother, my wife, don't get along.
That's a bad start.
Violet was always a rebellious, independent, wild child, as well as a source of a lot of family problems.
Yeah. It's not an unfamiliar story in America.
Yeah. Violet and I were also estranged until we recently reconciled.
Okay.
Recently, Violet invited me to lunch.
Okay. It's your daughter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what's this family's last name? Toxic?
My wife said, quote, do what you want.
Got a little attitude there.
I could tell what she meant by do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go, but you're going to pay for it.
All right.
My question is, do I go to lunch with Violet or do I just say never mind?
This is his daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to lunch with your daughter. It's time to listen. These are uncomfortable conversations. It's time to sit down with a wife in the kitchen and have a conversation here.
I've tried.
Well, this is our daughter, so I'm not going to forsake you by seeing her. Mm-hmm. It's my daughter, and I would love for our family to be at peace with each other, and I'm not giving up on that. And if I don't ever see her, then that'll never happen. How about that? Go with that one.
E?
You gotta go to lunch with your daughter, man. Like, regardless of how toxic she is, and mind you, she's probably like that because of you. Because I grew up in a time where I got that tough love. Mama say knock you out. I don't know if Violet ever got that. But yeah, definitely go to lunch with your daughter, man. Have that conversation.
There's also this, and there's an ownership thing that we all have to recognize. If you are a parent and you are, quote, on the outs with your child, it's your fault. It is. You may not have been the one that did anything. You're the mature one. You're their parent. So you forgive and you teach and you work through. You don't, quote, not get along with your kid for your whole life.
Dear Drill, I have a female friend, Kylene, who needs yard work done weekly. My fiance goes over there to do the work for her. He charges $60.
Okay.
During the last 2 weeks, she's been popping up at our home uninvited. Kylene knows Josh's work schedule, makes sure she sees him daily at the neighborhood bar around 4 in the afternoon. The other day, I went to the bar with Josh, and lo and behold, there she is waiting for him. I don't get to see Josh very much due to his tight work schedule. Do you think she's stalking my fiance? She hardly talks to me when we're all together. She talks to Josh. I always believe you don't mix business with pleasure. I think she's stalking him.
Hey, man.
Drill, what do you think?
Well, I would say this. Drama much. Stalking, way too strong a word. She may be interested in your boyfriend. Maybe she's flirting with him. Stalking him because you barflies end up at the same bar every day at the same time. I don't know about you, but when I was hitting at an earlier age, maybe hitting the same happy hour couple, 3 times a week, I would see the same people in there. Never thought they were stalking me.
Fair.
So, yeah, this girl has got a lot of the letter writer. You need to just talk to, is it Josh? Just ask him. Look, I'm getting weird vibes here. You sure nothing's going on? You're not interested in her or vice versa? And then you'll know and move on. How about that?
Read the signs, read the room. If Josh ain't never give you a reason, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But make sure, because she might have a little crush on you on your thing now. So be careful.
Stalking, I worry about the letter writer. Stalking's not the right. You're not stalking him. Anyway.
Time for one more?
Sure. Why not?
Dear Drill, I reconnected with my high school first love.
Okay.
Unfortunately, both of us were married. His wife didn't win her battle with cancer and passed away.
Okay.
I eventually got a divorce. All through this time, we were intimate, spending as much time together as we could. We live in different cities. It's been 8 months since we reconnected. I'm ready for a relationship. He's nowhere near ready. This is the third opportunity we've had. And again, right now, he doesn't seem interested. What should I do?
Well, I tell you, when you walk into a party, you look around the entire party, you look around the lobby, and you look and you find out who's the side piece in here. And if you don't see him, the answer's you. You are the side piece.
The side piece.
This man intimate? No, this man was getting down and you were being intimate, and now you're totally free to be together. It's pretty clear that that was never his intention. He was going to, have some cake and eat it too. That's what it sounds like to me. So I would not plan on this guy being your soulmate moving forward. And then also, if you do happen to find that soulmate, maybe not keep looking for a different one. That's a thought.
Young lady.
Know your worth, queen.
Know your worth, queen. Know your worth, queen. You giving him the girlfriend qualities without that binding agreement. It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
Know your worth, little mama. Know your worth.
That's Dear Drill for the week. We appreciate all your letters. Keep them coming. We'll be here for you. Jacksonville, it's what we do. We like to dole out the advice.
I hope it was a good one. I mean, sometimes you just listen. Sometimes you take the short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Yeah.
If you're in a terrible situation, even if it's your doing, figure it out and fix it. And if it's
figure
theirs,
it out, baby.
haul butt.
Gotta figure it out.
All right.
Gotta do it.
We'll come back and put a wrap on a show that
what
you
we're
guys, not us, y'all have decided is really good.
You're gonna make the turn for home?
GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
All right, we interrupt today's radio program for this halftime trivia. What's hiding in your air ducts right now? A, dust and allergens. B, mold spores. C, last season's popcorn. Or D, all of the above. If you guessed D, that's right. There's popcorn in there. If you guessed D, it's all of the above. So call Lloyd's Heating and Air for a new system. Get 50% off duct cleaning. Residential and commercial, by the way. Family owned, trusted by North Florida. Dial Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
There's a new game changer in downtown
Have you ever
Jacksonville,
dreamed of owning a
and it's not the
handcrafted
two-way
cabin
star
tucked
you
into a
might be thinking
1,000-acre
of.
regenerative
It's Core Tap
farm?
Room
Well, now you
Jacksonville
can.
at
This is
Laura
Frank
and
Frangie for the
Forsyth.
Farm
2
in Okeechobee,
floors,
just an
80
hour north of
self-pour
Jacksonville
taps
in
of
Folsom.
craft beer,
With only
wine and
250
cocktails,
cabins
and
in
a
full
full liquor
build-out.
bar. Core Tap Room has all
you ever
your game
dreamed of
day
owning a
favorites,
handcrafted
wings, burgers, and more. You can even
Have you
grab
ever
a
dreamed
slice
of
or a
owning-
pie next door at Pizza Dynamo,
Have you ever
and they'll
dreamed of
bring it
owning a
right to your table.
handcrafted cabin
Core Tap Room
tucked into a
Jacksonville, a
1,000-acre
beer festival
regenerative
every
farm?
day.
Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the Farm in Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkestone. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
Hey, it's Vegas time. This is former Jags linebacker Tom McManus from Helmets and Heels, and we want you to come and join us once again in Las Vegas for the Raiders game weekend. If you've not been to the Circus Stadium Swim, you're missing out on 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive 143-foot screen with all the current sports betting action. Plus, all you Jaguar fans are invited to huddle up with Helmets and Heels at the Overhang Bar with our pregame tailgates on Friday with drink specials and special giveaways.
Lauren Brooks here. Taylor Dahl, Tom McManus, and myself will be broadcasting Helmets and Heels live on air from a Stadium Swim Cabana on Friday, October 31st. Then hosting the wildly popular Jacksonville Huddle Up Friday evening at the Overhang Bar inside Circa. If you were there last year, you know you won't want to miss it. If you've already booked your flight to Vegas for the big game and are still searching for accommodations, stay where we're staying at Circa Resort and Casino from October 30th to November 3rd.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
GFL is a Green for Life. You'll see those bright green trucks and cans all over Jacksonville. And if you've got a commercial job site, you need a roll-off leader, then count on your friends at GFL. That's Green for Life.
Had some college ball last night. Got 2 really good games tonight, man. 2 games that you're going to watch. You got Georgia Tech and Colorado, and Baylor and Auburn. I mean, those are.
I like both of those games. Those are both fun games to watch. To me, the Baylor Auburn is the more intriguing game, but the Georgia Tech fandom will probably have me watching that one more. Why do has it been said enough that Deion's never been a college coach without Shedeur? He's never coached a team where Shedeur wasn't the quarterback. He had him every year.
Jackson State.
At Jackson State, he had Shedeur. Then he went to Colorado, he had Shedeur.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the nuanced relationship between coach and quarterback is an important one. I'm sure it's a unique one when it's your own son. You know exactly how to push buttons, how to hopefully get them in the right, mindset. So, it's a small thing, but having a different, a quarterback that's not straight up your son is a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
They have a good one, don't they? Didn't they get a...
Well, they're starting the Liberty kid tonight.
Yeah, and then they also signed a guy, right?
They signed a 5-star kid coming in. So, but the Liberty kid beat him out for the job. So
Deion's landed in a good spot because, as we've said, that Big 12, you're always, and that's why you credit Texas Tech. You're one big offseason away from contending.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after Arizona State went all the way to the championship and then to the playoff last year, I think they kind of proved it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like Arizona State was top of the charts in the Pac-10 or Pac-12. I'm with you. I don't understand what's going on with why do athletes cry in the middle of matches? Did we find out? Did they ask Coco Gauff in the post?
I don't know.
Or is it personal? Or
yeah,
because I would say something here. There's something, the mental, the anxiety, it can be overcome. I can remember even snidely, referring to Simone Biles with the twisties, or
she was there last night, by the way.
Yeah, and the oh gosh, who's the little Japanese American who's doing well again? Osaka.
Mm-hmm.
She's same thing. She had a fall. These two at the height.
She's had mental breakdowns.
Well, so did Simone. I mean, these two at the height. One skipped the Olympics and the chance to win gold. The other left tennis for 2 or 3 years. I bring this up because guess what? They're both back. Osaka's going to win the Open. You know that, right? She's really good. I mean, she's getting back to where.
I don't think she's going to win.
Yeah, she very well could. So.
She said she cried during the U.S. Open match due to the pressure and nerves she felt.
See?
Yeah, it was just nerves and just pressure, honestly. She described her emotional breakdown as a human experience and acknowledged that athletes often disregard their emotional struggles or response to the challenges she's faced, including gratitude for the support from the crowd.
I guess I would say that Biles and Osaka have said that's not a career killer. Have said it's okay to recognize that. It's okay to. It goes against our.
What's her name?
Isn't it Naomi Osaka? Or am I getting her name wrong?
No.
Yeah.
It is a career killer for her.
She's playing right now.
I know, but she hasn't done anything.
I'm just saying she's back. Yeah, I'm saying she looks.
We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
Well, on to the third round of the U.S. Open, and again, I haven't followed her a bit. I'm taking.
She had 4 Grand Slam titles.
Yeah, I'm taking the cue of the tennis analyst on ESPN. I'm not going to pretend that I've been watching Naomi Osaka for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
They are saying that she is a real threat to win the women's side and has played much better. But the point being, these are two that you thought anxiety had ended their careers. Like, you don't pull out of the Olympics last minute with the twisties and ever go win a gold again, but Simone Biles did. Yes. And you don't get so overcome by your apprehension and anxiety that you literally have to quit your profession and then come back and get to the top again, at least not very often. So, I mean, if you are Coco Gauff, understand that what you're feeling has been felt by two of the best at their sport.
There you go. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. What? How are you going to go tomorrow? What are you going to watch?
Okay. I don't have anything other than football, right?
Yeah.
There's no so there's no trick question here. It's like, don't forget about the Ryder Cup. At noon, I'm going. I mean, I'm Ohio State, Texas. I certainly will pay attention to Tennessee, Syracuse, but it's not the be all end all. I do think you got to be careful, not just look top 25, because you may be discounting some games that are interesting to you, but don't necessarily involve. So I'm going there. I'm going 3:30 FSU, Alabama. I'm going 7, Gators, and when LSU Clemson kicks off, I expect it'll be 14-21 nothing Florida, and I'll watch a healthy dose of that LSU Clemson game as well. So, what are the other? I have to know what the 3:30s are tomorrow. I need to know what the competition for the FSU eyeballs will be.
Yeah.
Let me see if I've even got anything. At noon, there's not. Those are 2 good games, by the way.
Marshall, Georgia. If you want to get the Dogs. That's a 3:30 game.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, and that's about it, man. The next game of any competitive value is probably Clemson, LSU. I had a bunch of blowouts here. I wonder what. I almost picked Texas San Antonio getting 24 at Texas A&M. They're kind of a weird little team. That could get squirrely, maybe, but maybe not. All right, E, set us up.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hey, Tony.
Morning, guys.
How are you?
I'm all right.
What do you got on a football Friday? Next Friday, you'll be talking about Jags, Panthers hard.
Oh, yeah. We'll be doing Keys to Victory next Friday when we get Tommy Mack in, but we got a week to wait on that, right? So we'll be reacting to everything that's going on this week with the team. Our question of the day today asking, which of these predictions regarding the 2025 Jaguars is most likely to happen?
Okay.
Hines, Allen, and Walker combined for 28 or more sacks, which would be a half a sack more than they did in 23. Lawrence, 44-29 yards passing, which would be the franchise record, 1 yard more than Blake Bortles in 2015. I think he set that record. And then win the AFC South. So pick one.
Most likely?
Most likely to happen of those 3 options.
Or the first one again? Give me
The first one is Hines Allen and Walker combined for 28.
I have a hard time buying that one. Next one.
Lawrence sets the franchise record in passing yards, 44-29.
I don't know if that means we're having a good year. Next.
And then win the division.
I'd say win the division.
Okay.
And none of these would all be the underdog. I mean, that's why you have the question.
They're not likely.
Yeah.
None of the options are necessarily likely.
Yeah.
It's which one do you think is the most likely?
Yeah. All right, cool. Well,
Have
that
a great
more.
show.
Thank you.
Enjoy Jaguars today. That's coming up next. Enjoy your football weekend. Enjoy your long weekend and Labor Day, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday. It's been a GFL Friday on The Drill.
Yo.
You swerving to Miami?
Swerve left, swerve right.
Swerve right, swerve, swerve.
It's a high-speed chase to the checkered flag.
Off the corner, to the line, the checkered flag is waving.
This Sunday at Darlington.
He's gonna do it!
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 10.